Are we live yet? Are we live yet? We're live. Welcome, X. Welcome.
How
Right.
you
It's
doing?
been a long
How you
time.
doing?
Yeah. I know. Catch you on the Sundays. That's a good day to catch you on, right?
That's
Yeah.
all right. It's all
Yeah.
good.
How have
All
you been
good.
doing? Right. Have a
Yeah,
good
all
Sunday?
right, all right. Relaxing. Yeah, yeah, relaxing.
Mm,
Relaxing day today.
That's good. That's
Relaxing
good.
day today.
Yeah. I know. I was rushing back from work. Had my shower. Had my dinner. Yeah. Just to come and see England screw up again. I don't know. Yeah. England's gonna
Oh,
be the favorite, right, in this
they
game.
did pretty well the other night, didn't they? So they got the result.
Yeah. That's against Italy. Yeah. That's against Italy. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
hey, hey, yeah. No, but the thing is that it's a record, right? England haven't beaten Italy in Italy for
it's a
62
60.
years, bro.
Yeah,
My
60.
God, 62 years, right? And just give a big shout out to the guys in the chats, right? Big up Reload, big up, and Chunyao, big up, big up. Thanks for being on. And we got Elias. Hello, guys. Big up Elias. He'll be joining us soon, right? He says he will join us shortly.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To tell the truth, I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even watch the highlights. Right, so
Yeah.
let it be. I know. I guess for you, were you disappointed in the results?
From an Italian perspective, yeah, I would say disappointing. That we couldn't at least have come away with a point. But at the same time, there are two teams or two nations at the moment that are on different trajectories and different journeys. England is well-established team, is a
Yeah,
well-established team, well synced, and it's been together now for a while. Italy post Euro 2020 tournament, they're rebuilding again to have a team ready for the next tournament.
hmm,
So they're two teams on different journeys right now. But I'm
yeah,
sure I'm sure by the time the tournament comes around, I think we'll have hopefully Italy will qualify this time around.
yeah,
But hopefully by then we'll have a more competitive side. But England now, England's a well-oiled machine at the moment. So
yeah.
I fully expect those two nations to qualify. How, who finish above who, I don't know, but
Yeah,
I fully expect them to qualify.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and before I forget, right? Yeah. Good evening to all you guys in Asia. Good morning to you guys in the Americas, and of course, good afternoon to you guys in actually evening tune right now, right? For you guys. Yeah. Good evening
Well,
to Europe.
it's 10 to 5, so it's nearly
Yeah,
coming up to 5 p.m.
yeah, it's
So
gonna be
it's
evening
sort
there
of
too.
afternoon
Yeah,
slash evening.
yeah. Yeah, and for me, by the time it reaches the game, right, it'll be good morning on in Asia for me. But some of the Asians are already in the morning stages now, right, in the 12s, right, yeah, in the AMs. But to tell the truth, and of course, not to say, I would say, Kareem, what call Ramadan Kareem to all the people who are what call practicing, Muslims and all that. They
Yeah,
are adhering to the fasting, right? And this international break is a bit weird, right? Just landed during the Ramadan month where everybody's going to, you know, yeah,
yeah.
it's a nice thing, right? Right. Give some time off for the players to be with their families and all that, to break fast, the Muslim players and all that, all right? Yeah. But uh, and of course, big up the Guguma, big up Guguma. You got the link, Guguma. If you want to join us, can join us. All right. Yeah. But I don't know. And to tell the truth, right? Sonny scored from a direct free kick again. Oh dear.
It's again, again because
Again.
it's not the first
Oh.
time he's done it. Yeah,
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 he
we
goes
got
off every international break, right? And he scores a direct free kick. International breaks, not the World Cup. International breaks. I don't know. But
what can we
sometimes,
say?
no. Well, do you think is it because but okay, they played in a friendly against Colombia, right? Okay, we can't say that because it's the Asian teams they're playing against and it's a weaker goalkeeper, they can't reach the ball and all that. They play against Colombia, right? So I guess Sonny did prove, yeah, right. He
Listen,
should
someone it's something that needs to at the club needs to like sort of just say, look, next time we get a free kick on the left hand side of the pitch or right hand side of the pitch, these are things that are normally discussed about set pieces, penalties, etc., etc. Something that discuss. So I'm not too sure what it seems to be everywhere else, but at Spurs, it's like you got Perisic there as well that could be involved. I've seen him take some really good free kicks, even
but
for his
to tell the
country.
truth, right?
So yeah.
Higgs, Poro.
Poro
Yeah.
himself.
Poro, Poro
We
should
have
be
got
getting them nowadays. They should actually tie Kane's legs right down whenever there's a free kick, right? And get off the ball. But the
Yeah.
problem is now, right? Without Loris, there he's the captain, so he'll make the decision himself. Right? They should give I tell you the truth. Poro should be taking all the free kicks now because he's actually proven he can actually take free kicks, right?
Just
Because
have somebody else, because the outcome with Kane taking free kicks is always the same. It hasn't changed in the
into the
whole time he's
wall,
been
he
taking them.
hits it into the
Yeah,
wall. He always
just
hits it into the
try
wall.
try something different. That's all we're saying. We have got two,
Yeah,
three other players that can take him.
yeah,
Give
yeah.
an opportunity.
Perisic, Dyer, Sonny. Now we got
Yeah,
Poro. Right.
we have. There is just it's the
My
same
God.
outcome. It's like you wouldn't let anyone else take a penalty if you had a penalty because Kane's so good
Yeah.
at them. Same thing with free kicks. Don't for there's nothing that's changed in the outcome of the way he takes free kicks. I don't know if at
Yeah.
training he's banging them in, but in the matches it doesn't seem to have come off. So we should change the outcome of that for sure.
I don't know. Whatever outcome is going to come to Spurs, to tell the truth, we don't even know, right? Uh, nah, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to
Don't
talk
get me
about that today.
started, Eugene. Don't get me
Yeah,
started.
don't get me started. Don't get you started, right? Don't get it started that way, right?
Let's not
Big
go
up
there.
Carl Simpson. Big up. Hello, Jen. Hope you're all both well. Hello, hello, everyone in chat. Hello, Carl Simpson. Five guys, five guys. Big up, five guys. Right. I hope everyone is going to enjoy the England game because, to tell the truth, for international football, England is like my surrogate, country, right? Because Malaysia will never ever be in the World Cup. But hard to say, right? Because 2026 is going to be a 48 team World Cup.
Never say never. Never
Never
say
say
never.
never. Never say never, right? Never say never. Hard to say. Hard to say. 48 teams, right? Somehow or another, we could just sneak in or buy our way through there, something like that, right? I think the only way
Yeah.
Malaysia will ever get into the World Cup, we might have to host it, maybe with a couple of Southeast Asian countries, something like with Indonesia,
Why not?
Singapore, Malaysia, right?
What
Vietnam,
what
right?
what 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 are the stadiums like? What are they? Are they like set up nice? Are they?
Oh, we do have, whoa, eggs. Hi, Guguma. Long time.
Hi, Iggy.
Hello,
Hi.
hello, hello.
How you
How are you?
doing, Guguma?
How
I'm
are
Yeah,
you?
good, thank you. How are you?
Good,
yeah.
good. I'm very well, thank you.
Oh,
Good to
our
see you.
stadiums, our stadiums in Malaysia are big. Our national stadium called the Bukit Jalil Stadium can host up to 70, 80,000 people. And then we have the Selangor Stadium in Shah Alam, right? That's actually a state club team, right? That also can host up to nearly 70, 80,000 people. We do have big
Yeah,
stadiums, right? So it's not say we don't, but like I said, if we do host the World Cup, right, with the Southeast Asian contingent, I,
yeah,
but like you said, like we all know, the World Cup is all about the money. If you put up the money, you get the votes, you get the World Cup. Simple as that. All right. That's how I
So
see it.
get the brown envelopes for going.
Yeah. Brown envelopes all around. Hi, Guguma. How have you been doing? You've been traveling a lot, Guguma, nowadays, huh? I see.
Oh yeah, I was traveling for a while, but now I'm just resting. I'm back
That you're
home.
back. That's good. That's good.
hmm
That's good. Back home. Right. Yeah. Uh, but you're traveling around in South Korea or you're traveling out of South Korea?
Out of South Korea. hmm
Oh, that's nice. Where have you been?
I was in Osaka.
Oh, you went to Japan. That's nice.
Yeah, I went to Japan, and
Uh,
then I also I think Hong Kong. Hong Kong.
oh, Hong Kong. You went to Hong Kong too.
Yeah.
All in the
hmm
same trip?
No, different one.
Okay.
hmm
Uh, Japan, of course, is Japan, right? If you go to Hong Kong, of course, but Hong Kong is a very small. I've been there a few times. It's a very
hmm
small place, but if you go there for the food and just to, I mean, you got friends and all that, that's fine, there, right? And
Right.
what does Elias says, yeah, Bukit Jalil can put up to 85,000. Yeah, 85,000. Yeah, big
Hi,
stadium.
Elias. What's up?
Yeah, Elias most probably be joining us, right? All right. What are you my on my screen? The players are walking out to the stadium now.
What have I got? What have I got? I've got them. Oh, they're walking out now. I've got them already lined up. I think they're just about to start the national anthems. So
Okay.
shall I maybe slow mine down a little bit?
Nah, it's okay. It's no problem.
Yeah.
To tell the truth, we'll be
I
chatting with
won't.
each other.
I won't mention any spoilers. Then, all right. I'll do
No,
that.
you
I'll
can
wait
do
for you to announce the goals
No,
and stuff.
it's okay. Eugene is so
yeah.
chill. Our like watch along so
To tell
chill.
the truth, right? My watch alongs, right? We don't commentate on the game, right?
Yeah.
We just sit down and chat. Yeah. We
I've
end up
got
chatting about food,
Kane.
right?
Harry Kane is being
Yeah.
awarded. Harry Kane's on the
Ah,
screen at the moment. He's just been awarded the Golden Boot, and I think he's with his wife and 3 kids.
oh,
It should
that's
be
Oh,
coming
nice.
up on your
That's
screen.
nice.
You
Yeah.
probably should be able to see it
Hey,
any second now.
yeah. Big
Kane,
up,
his
Lisa.
wife, and 3
Big
kids
up,
with a
big up.
Golden Boot.
Yeah.
hi
And
Lisa, what's up?
yeah, Lisa is still in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, big up Lisa and
Mhm.
How
Wayne
you doing,
Francis,
Lisa?
23. Big up Wayne Francois. Francois, 23. Okay, Francois is a French
Hi
name.
Wayne.
Big up Wayne. Right. Yeah. Come on, you lions. Yeah, 3 lions. Right. Our 3 lions. Oh, why is he being awarded the golden boot?
It's for the record goal scorer, isn't he? He's overtaken
Oh,
Rooney's.
Rooney.
He overtook Rooney
Oh,
with that penalty that he
Mhm.
scored the other night. He
okay.
overtook Rooney, so he's now
Mm,
the record-breaking goal scorer, not just for Tottenham Hotspur, but for England too.
England too, right? Yep. Lisa says it's sunny and hot in Mexico. Yep. Sunny and hot in
Oh,
Mexico.
Lisa, I'm absolutely
Big up,
jealous.
coffee man.
Yeah,
Big
I'm
up the
so
coffee
jealous,
man.
Lisa.
So jealous, Lisa.
I wish I was there.
Ditto. I completely
Okay,
agree.
okay. And Ian Math. Ian. Hi, Ian. Big up. Yeah. Gonna watch
Hi
Hurricane show.
Tom, hi Carl, hi Ian. What's up?
Big up. Yeah. And long time no talk, my friends. Yep, Google Ma. Haven't seen you some time, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Hope Mexico is treating you well too. Right. And I guess what Ike's saying is like, the weather in London now sucks. Raining every day and cold. How's the weather in
Absolutely.
Seoul, Google Ma?
For
Oh no, Iggy, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I say how's the weather in Seoul, Google
weather
Ma?
like there where you are.
Ah, it's actually warmed up a bit and it's like sunny, so it's okay.
Mm, right. Right. What does say? I'll watch your morning with Iggy. Yep. See you in the cold. Yep. That's nice. Yeah.
Iggy,
That's
I
why
love
not.
your
Thank
song
you. Thank you.
too. Your video
Yeah,
song.
it's not the weather's not being not thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. It's amazing what Spurs can get you to do.
Yeah.
They got me singing as well. Yeah, I
Uh,
appreciate the
how come it's sunshine
appreciate it,
in
Lisa. Thank you.
Scotland?
Thank you. I do see you in the
Yeah.
comments. I do see Lisa in the comments.
Lisa's been working a lot. Yeah, hoping to start catching more sprint. Yeah, big up Lisa.
Say
Work
that
is
again. Sorry, I
important.
missed
Work
it.
is important. Yeah, no, I said Lisa's been
Yeah,
working a
don't
lot.
work too hard. I'll make sure
But work is important. Work is important.
you introduce. Been working a lot. Make sure we are important.
Yeah. Nothing beats having Google on the stream. Yeah, on a Sunday. Yeah. Probably the weekend. Yeah, that's nice. So
I
that's
think this is the
my
first.
Ukraine.
Is this the first time I've been on a stream with you?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say that too. I was like,
that's
oh,
been,
Iggy, it's the
yeah,
first time.
yeah.
I think it's the first
I'm
time we've
Oh,
been on a stream
and,
together.
yeah. That's I think this first time. Yeah, Google on the stream together with Iggy.
Yeah.
And okay, Eva Man is actually based in Hong Kong, Guguma, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Eva is based in Hong Kong, right? All right, guys. I guess for X now, the England national anthems over.
Yeah, they're doing the high fives. I think they're just they're doing the high fives. Yeah, they're about just to set up to start the game. It's interesting that the Ukraine players have all got the Ukraine flags around them.
Yeah.
Great little touch.
Nah, it's the scenario is going on there, so I guess there's a
Yeah.
bit of
And now that
solidarity and
both teams are now joining together with a Ukraine flags with peace written on it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
this is nice. What they're doing right now, it's nice. The players are
yeah,
now mixing together to have a photo with a flag saying peace.
yeah.
And I hope that they get that very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Harry says he's running a bit late. No problem, Harry. Right. Take your time. Take your time. It's just only England playing Ukraine, right? And usually my watch alongs is more about chatting, right? Asking about the weather, right? And of course we won't go where we don't want to go, right? Because today's a Sunday show.
Yeah.
Pick all the guys in the chats, right? If you're not like, please like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, right? To my little channel here. We've got Iggy. I'm not sure whether whether Stel's going to join us. I've sent him the link too, right? But
I,
Stel
I'm
could be.
I'm I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Does he have any coaching things to do today? Sunday?
Well, I know he was scheduled to do them, but some games, like I said, maybe depending where it was, it might have been cancelled. So
Hmm,
because some pitches were waterlogged. So
not too long. Okay. All right, the line is up. Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Chilwell, Jude, Jordan, Rice, Saka, Kane, Madison. Prediction, guys?
I think this is going to be tougher than people think. But at home, in front at Wembley, I'd expect England just to get over the line. I do, but I do think it's going to be probably tougher than you think. Remember in the Euros, they won 4-0, didn't they? If you
Yeah,
remember, so
yeah.
maybe
At
it might be
Wembley
a
too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So, but this is at Wembley, so I expect England to win this, maybe by 2 goals, perhaps
Mm,
either 2-0 or
uh,
3-1.
yeah, I was thinking 3-1 too, right? Or maybe 4-1 consolation goal for Ukraine or 4-2 or something like that, right? Kuguma, your predictions?
I think so too. I think it's gonna be interesting though. I think like Ukraine won't be easy to win, but I think in the end England will definitely pull through.
And to tell the truth, right, Ukraine have got a lot of players that we are looking at now. They got Melanovsky, they've got I mean, a couple of players. Zinchenko is in the Ukraine team.
And
Mudryk is
Yeah.
in the Ukraine
Zinchenko.
team. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, Scott M. Scott M is winding you up. Look at that.
Hi Twin, what's up?
Scott's got the link too, right? Scott, you can hop on if the kids are giving you some free time.
Yeah,
Right.
they're,
Yeah.
they're, they're playing tonight. They're playing after this one, actually. They're playing
Oh,
at
you meant this
7:45.
game. Yes, Scotty, we're not talking about the Malta game. Right. Right. I think Iggy will go crazy if we lose to Malta, right?
No, no. Let's not exaggerate. I think Italy will get a result tonight. They need to get some points on the board.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Too many messages coming. Hi, Luca. Big up, Luca. Hope you're fine, Luca. How are you? How are you? All right. Hope fine. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah. Luca's a good friend of Steven. Right. A good friend of
Hi
mine too. Right.
Luca.
Yeah. Big up, Luca. And hopefully Steven is in a more peaceful place now. Right.
Yeah.
All right. England. Right. Kuguma, you haven't given me your prediction yet.
Oh, score I think 3-1. 3-1.
3-1. Yeah. Hey, Scotty.
Here he is. Here he
Hey.
is.
How's it going? Just to
He's come,
clarify, this
he's,
is
Bobby.
he's come
How
to
you doing,
ruin my
Bobby?
Sunday. He's come to ruin my Sunday.
well. I was
Yeah.
going to say this is European qualifying, right? So it's okay for
Yeah.
Italy to
It's
actually
all right. We're
win
safe.
some games here, not the World Cup qualifying. But
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no. It's fine. It's fine. We should
Yeah.
make this one. We should be all right for this one here.
Yeah.
although
Hey, you guys are reigning champions,
right,
right?
that's the
Yeah.
that's the holding
Yes,
team.
yes. Okay, remind that gentleman that we're coming on as reigning champions.
Yeah, you're coming on.
Reigning
reigning
champions.
champions, yeah. Okay. I guess kickoff is starting soon. You kicked
Yes,
off
they've
again?
already kicked off, and yeah, Ukraine have got a goal kick. I'm on 15 seconds right now. I don't know
Okay.
how far behind you
I'm going to
guys
kick
are.
off soon. Yeah, I'm going to kick off soon. Scotty, have you kicked off?
Looks like Saka's going to kick off in like 5 seconds here.
Okay, so you
Okay.
guys are about sort of 30 seconds behind me then. It's
Yeah.
not too bad if that's the case. I won't mention any spoilers. I won't.
Yeah, Saka just kicked off.
Okay, so
Okay,
you're about
you're ahead of
35
me.
seconds behind.
Yeah. Okay, I've just kicked off.
Okay, so you're about 45 seconds behind. So you're going to be the last one to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Guguma, what time you're at now. And why did you just all the way back to the goal kick?
Yeah.
I think I'm the slowest one.
You haven't kicked off yet.
We haven't kicked off yet.
Oh no, it's okay. Spurs situation. We usually don't focus on the game, right? We usually talk about other things, right?
Yeah,
Like
people can hear us and they can have the
yeah,
game. They can
yeah,
watch the game themselves.
yeah.
Cool,
You can watch
cool.
the game. Yeah, and most probably we're talking what Scott's having for his breakfast now
God, what time is it there?
10 o'clock.
Oh,
in the
so
morning.
10 a.m. Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
God, we're probably gonna have we're gonna be talking about dinner and where we are, and you're still having breakfast.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about supper soon. And who's gone down? Mudrich?
It was a
Oh,
big clash of heads, wasn't it? Clash of
yeah.
heads. It looked
Back on
quite a
your head.
nasty one. It looked quite a bad
Yeah.
one. Oh, Malinovsky. Yeah,
Malinovsky.
yeah. We was
Yeah.
how long was we linked with him for?
Oh dear, curse the Spurs curse. Say his name and he
My
gets
word,
hurt.
absolutely. We was
Oh
linked
dear,
for
oh dear.
so long. I
Yeah,
actually really
Malinovsky,
wanted him
right?
to come, but
Yeah. Spurs. We're always linked to all these players, and then it is what it is. We'll get someone else. Or no one else, practically. No one else at all. Uh who's their manager, Ukraine?
I'm not sure who he is. But I saw you. Shevchenko was
Shevchenko is there, right?
in a pre-match chat. Let's have
Uh,
a look who the manager is. Uh,
It's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko is still the manager, right?
No,
No,
it's not.
no,
Ruslan
oh,
Rotan.
that's one. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
so,
not Shevchenko.
right.
Shevchenko quit after the Euros, didn't he?
Yeah.
He quit after the Euros finished. When they got eliminated, they
Yeah.
they changed coach.
Okay.
Big up to everyone in the chat. I'm just reading the
Big
comments.
up everyone in chat. Thanks for coming on, joining us on this weird watch along. I'll call it a weird watch along.
Yeah.
Guys, are you hoping for Dyer to come on at any time?
Not particularly. No, I want a break from that. I see him enough at Spurs that I can I can allow myself not to see him play in an England jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
That's true.
it's interesting to see Madison's come on. Is starting today, but why
Yeah.
play him on the left hand side is beyond me. It's I don't understand.
Isn't
But
Madison more of a attacking midfielder kind of
yeah,
thing?
he's
But why
normally
is he playing?
attacking centre, isn't he? But
Yeah,
he's playing
creative
instead
kind
of
of thing,
Grealish.
right? Yeah. Right. Ben
Oh,
says Dyer comes on, I'm turning off the TV.
yeah.
I don't know why they need Henderson, Bellingham, and Rice. Like you would think you would take Henderson out and put Madison in with Rice and
Madison
Bellingham.
there,
I
yeah.
think I
And
think I
put
think
Grealish on the left, right?
no, I think maybe with Phillips,
Injured.
yeah, no, it's not injured. I think he hasn't played a lot of football, so I think two games so close together, maybe or 2 games in a week. He's not played. My sons were telling me the other day. I think he's played like 60, 70 minutes the whole season, and now to play 2 games in the week together. Maybe that's where the thought process went. They changed the left back. Chilwell's come on for sure. Madison. So there's a complete new link on the left hand side with Chilwell and Madison there.
Yeah.
And who is the other change? Yeah, Jordan Henderson. So yeah, he completely changed the left hand side.
To me, is that
But
I still don't understand why Henderson is still there, right?
I think
I
I think
haven't seen Chilwell playing so long for
Yeah,
England.
we got Brock Belcher, big up. Yeah,
I
Google
think I
Mash.
think it's just a squad player. I think it's just a squad
Yeah.
player
Ah,
for England.
I see.
No, but what I think about Henderson is that his age, number one, he's not performing that well with Liverpool, right? But why bring him in? You should
It's
give
just
it.
loyal. Is
Loyal.
the thing is one thing you got to understand. We've understood about Southgate. That he's very very loyal with that group of players like
Mm.
Maguire. That he doesn't play very often, but here he is playing for England. Chilwell,
Dyer.
yeah, Dyer. I think is just a backup, but it's just there's a lot of players that are in that side. Phillips himself. We just spoke about Phillips.
Yeah,
There's certain players that they've done really well for England, and he's kept them in. And I don't think the club form comes into it. Certainly not in Southgate's thinking. So yeah, listen. To be honest with you, players like Maguire and stuff, they've done well for England in an England jersey. I think it's just a complete different mindset than for club football.
yeah. But to tell you the truth, right? After all this, right, I thought he would at least change it up a bit, get some fresh blood in, right? Instead of sticking to this old guard kind of thing. Right. But at least,
Yeah, I agree.
at least
I
they
agree.
beat Italy, right? Recently.
Well, yeah, like I said, Italy and England are just on two different journeys at the moment. England are been together. This group of players have been together now for how many? Two, three. This is like it's coming up to the third tournament. Sorry, no, what am I talking about? Russia, the Euro 2020, the World Cup in Qatar. So
Yeah,
it's three tournaments now they've played together. So
Mhm.
yeah,
by the next one, really, if they don't achieve what they set out to do by the next tournament, that would have been their fourth tournament together.
yeah.
So
That's true.
then Italy they restarted again since the Euros. They've had a lot of players that retire, or they're already on their last legs with that Euro. So they're doing a whole build. They're completely different journeys.
But the
Um,
manager is still the same, right? They still have Mancini
the
there, right?
manager's still the same, yeah. The manager's still the same. But to be honest with you, it was one of them ones where he won the Euros, failed the World Cup qualifiers. Now this is, now it's the third one.
Yeah.
They had to
I think Iggy's theory is that it was just a protest not to go to Qatar, right?
I
yeah,
like
well,
Mancini. I remember when he
maybe,
was Man City manager.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was really amazing. Yeah.
You see,
Also,
sometimes you got
mhm.
sorry. So no, I was just saying sometimes you just got to stick with your manager when you're having difficulties.
Yes,
Some Spurs
yes.
maybe could learn a lesson or two, and regarding this,
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
And Ben is saying this, right? It's crime Timori is not even in the squad. That's true. Right. It's so true. Right. Honestly, I
I,
think Timori would be a better squad player
I
than
see him.
Dyer,
I,
right?
I see him play every week for Milan, and although lot, although last season when Milan won the league, he was so good. This year he hasn't been as good, but he still should be in a setup. He should still be
Yeah.
in a squad.
Uh, isn't Timori coming back from an injury?
Yes, but he should still be in a squad. I mean, we're talking about 23 players.
Yeah.
He's good enough to be amongst that 23.
No, I think they
Why?
allowed 5 players this time, but the thing is that not even considered there. That's one thing. And I've got Keshav. Big up Keshav. How you
Hi,
doing, Keshav?
How you
Kesha.
doing? How you doing?
Keshav, me Iggy's from Tottenham away, right?
Big up, big up, big up.
Oh, oh. So is there
Not
an
quite.
incident there? VAR
Yeah,
there?
it wasn't. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. I
Yeah,
know what you're talking about. I waited. I waited. Waited to see where you was at. No, it wasn't. It was no penalty. I think the timid protest. Timid, very timid ones.
Yeah, they just showed the replay here. That's not a penalty.
Kane just fell. Yeah,
Who's
Kane just
Italy
tripped.
building around now, Iggy? Like
Oh,
Barella. Who's
Say
their
that
team?
again.
Who's their main guys for their team now? If they're
Who's the
moving
main
on, like are they
guys?
moving on from Benucci and Cellini and those guys?
Well, the other night against England, they played pretty much. It was so slow in the middle of the park with the two centre backs not good
Mm,
enough. And I said it at the beginning of the stream that our centre backs were weak.
yeah.
And with Jorginho in the holding mid, it's too slow. We got ripped apart. I had a feeling they would rip us apart. Bellingham in that first half completely bossed it. They couldn't
Yeah,
deal with it. We need to bring some young, fresh blood in there.
yeah.
Um, and we got the new striker, didn't we? He scored. He scored on his debut against England the other night. So interesting to see how he comes along.
A
Listen,
young striker.
Young is 23. He's actually,
Yeah.
he was of his. He only managed to got to play for Italy because his grandfather is,
Oh,
grandfather is Italian immigrants that went to live in Argentina, and
oh,
he was called up by both Argentina and Italy, but he chose to represent Italy.
okay.
Go
Okay.
figure.
And of course, Elias, right? Yeah, yeah. Diluted opinion. Dyer is better than right.
He's
You're not
he's
allowed to
clearly
come on,
he's
Elias.
clearly
You're out.
good. He's got to turn up. He's got to wear his Italy shirt. He's got to wear his Italy shirt
Yeah.
because
No
he
worry.
said that.
Elias will be joining us very soon. Elias will be joining us very soon. Yeah, yeah. Then we can have a long talk about Dyer. Okay, Madison's taking a free kick. Any outcome?
No outcome, no outcome as yet.
Uh,
That was a good ball from Chilwell, really good ball. He put a
yeah.
ball in the box, Chilwell wide area, put it in. Kane didn't quite attack it, and Saka, no, it's a goal kick. No, still very much.
Mm.
Still very much. Yeah. Oh, that could have been a penalty now, but nah, I don't think it was. They just showed a replay of the Kane incident
Yeah.
falling in the
No,
end.
it looked like a tug on the shirt, but I think Kane
Yeah.
was really on the way
Little
down.
tug, but not enough to go down. He should have got his shot. He should have tried to get his shot in. Some of these
Oh, that's a
players,
good cross. Yeah, I saw the cross. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but Saka couldn't control the ball in the end. Yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is that, right, I was actually hoping to see Reece James play again, right? But somehow another Reece James, after having this injury, he hasn't come back.
Yeah,
No,
Wow.
he's
Yeah.
back. He left the
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
He's
He'll be
so
back
good.
soon.
Okay, DB, Vasiran, right? Reckon Conte will be gone tomorrow. No, we're not going there. We're not going there today, right? That's why this watch along is especially to avoid these.
To avoid any first talk. Who knows?
Yeah,
You could be right. You could be right. You could be right, Divi. But I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know. Everything's so quiet, isn't it? So
Yeah.
7 days, nothing has happened. 8 days today. We'll see on the ninth day. The
Uh,
one
I,
thing
I've
is
only, I,
sure. One thing is
I've
sure.
only got one.
Tomorrow is exactly 1 week away from the Everton game. So
Yeah. No, I only got one thing to say, right? Right. Congratulations. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur. Where they don't tell you shit and you have to figure it out for yourself.
well, I think that's why we end up with all of us fans coming up with our own theories and our own what we think is happening. But the bottom line is, no one actually knows what's happening. Nobody knows
Yeah.
what's happening. So
Right.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Nah, it maybe what Daniel Levy does is that he gives us a lot of content to make, right?
True. There's never a dull moment in at
Uh,
Tottenham. That's for sure. Absolutely
in
agree with that.
Tottenhamdom. We all come
Ukraine are coming into the game. They're coming into the game a little bit.
but sometimes sometimes England plays like Spurs. That's the sad part.
No, they're different. The quality of the players that this team has got is really good. For me, it's the only they just need to get over the line with when it gets to the crunch point of the tournament, they just have to find a way to get over the line, be it in the quarterfinals and the semi-final, that level when the pressure's really on. Just if they can find a way to just get over that line. But also, I keep saying it all the time. The manager comes into it, the coach at the quarterfinal, semi-final stage. The coach has to be decisive in those moments.
That's
Oh,
true. That's true.
oh my word! No, I was offside. The coach has proved that at vital points of the tournament, the coach can make a difference with a tactical change
That's true.
or substitution, or they make they have that impact. And
Yeah, that's
with
true.
Southgate, unfortunately, in that World Cup in Russia, in the Euros,
Yeah.
with the penalty kick takers and the fact that they allowed Italy back into the game at half time, and then followed that with Qatar, just key moments, that meant that they were out. And also, and often in the semi-final, it just takes one moment and you're out. Do
Yeah.
you remember like Giroud, then the penalty, then the other penalty? It was all in the blink
Yeah,
of an eye,
that's
and
true.
that was that.
Yeah, like what Reload says, right? England is the national Spurs. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, can win when it's irrelevant only, right? Fraud gate out. Fraud gate out. Big up, right? And what Rob Belcher says, I'm waiting for Iggy getting his first interview with Nagelsmann. Yeah, Hotspur way. Yeah,
Maybe it's all
yeah,
possible.
yeah. That's it. We ain't going there. Maybe we might. Let's see how it goes, right? Get a few more. Oh. But England seems to be, attacking more.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
good game. It's a good game.
Mhm.
Good game so
It's a bit-
far.
yeah. Yeah.
Good game.
I don't know,
But
but just looking at the England team, I feel like they're gonna do well. Gonna get something. Win something.
Yeah, that's
it's the same thing. It's just a vital. It's when the heat is on, when the pressure is on.
Mhm.
That's the time. That's the time where because England are not. They haven't won something in a long time. It's not a nation that are used to winning, or they've done winning in a while. So
Mhm.
there's no substitute. You cannot prepare for the quarterfinal, semi-final, and then you need that last step.
Mhm.
And I think they have a good enough team and
Oh,
enough to win a tournament. Yeah,
Yes, I
they have a good
agree.
enough team to win a tournament. I've said this many a times.
oh,
I
yeah,
just think that they lack that
yeah.
coach with that know-how in that final, in that key moment.
Mhm.
That's what I think.
I think they wasted this quality team with Southgate, and the problem is that the players are good enough that they've kept Southgate in the job, despite I don't think him being a great coach. But because the players are so good enough, they've got him along farther than they should
Yeah.
have. I wonder
Mhm.
if these
Well,
same
must call
players.
the same true. Maybe Southgate can't bring this group of players to the next level. He's still there. So
But
I don't know.
Eugene, they had the World Cup in Russia, which was, to be honest with you, it was a good World Cup overall in Russia. It was a good World Cup for England.
Yeah,
They had that Euros. I felt he should have gone after the Euros. Now he's at Qatar, and you're thinking, okay, now it's time to change. No,
yeah,
they kept him for another tournament. So that's two World Cups and two Euros.
yeah.
It's a long time, man, for one manager to take
Two
through
World Cups and
four
two
tournaments.
Euros. That's about 8 years down the line, if I'm not
Yeah, that's what I'm
mistaken.
saying.
Yeah, it's a
Next
long,
summer, it's going to be a
Wow.
Euros. So it's a
yeah,
long time, long time.
yeah. Head injury for the goalkeeper. He's up.
No, no,
He's
he's played
okay.
on. He's played on.
Yeah,
I
he's
think he
played on.
just took a knock to the head.
Yeah. Big up, Mark Cousins. Yeah, big up. Thanks for
Hi,
being on.
Mark.
How you doing,
Welcome.
And
Mark?
about DV, we were talking about the predictions. Yeah, we all more or less looking at a 3-1,
Yeah,
2-1,
it's
4-1
two
win for
goals.
England. Yeah, 2 goals, right? The thing is, what Reload's saying is that the bottling home Euros was a sackable offense. That's true,
Uh,
right?
Pick up
yeah,
reload.
Yeah, big up Euro. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, we were at Wembley, right? England was in Wembley and actually dominating Italy at a certain point until that what call the first goal went in, right? And then the equalizer and all that. And I guess Southgate, like what Iggy is saying, he didn't have the nuance, or to
yeah.
do the proper moves, right? So
Do you know what
it
it
is
is?
what it
When England do well, like in for example the Euros, I mean, up until you are superior to your opponents, which a lot of the games England were superior because they had enough quality about them to just completely move the teams that they were playing against out of the way because they were that far superior to them. But when you start getting to the latter stages, the team level that you're playing against becomes, well, you've got the best nations on you. So all of a sudden now the levels become equal. And there I feel that that's when you start seeing the difference in the hand of the manager, so to speak. And I just felt like even with France, you just knew, once France got their claws into them, they were going to
Mhm.
go through. And those two goals, and then the penalties, and then the penalty miss, the pressure, so to speak. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
for me, that made all the difference.
What Reload says, it wasn't one of the great Italy sides of the past, right? But you can't beat that, right? You're winning nothing.
It
But
wasn't.
like,
You absolutely reload the Euro
yeah,
2020. I honestly, that has to be a team that's gone on to win a competition. Probably one of the weaker ones. I mean, if you're old enough like me to remember the 82,
yeah,
the 82 team, and other, 1990,
the
94 team.
19 team, right?
Yeah,
The
the two,
90s team.
even the team that lost in the 2000 against in the Euros against France with a golden goal, that was a better
Mm,
team. 2006 was 100% a better team. This was probably one of the weaker ones, and it was in England's ground. That's the thing, that
mm.
it was at Wembley. And yeah, listen, it is what it is. They did enough to get over the line. That when it came to the crunch, they held their own. You
Uh,
see what Ben said is probably right. If he said Tottenham are so bad, I'm going to start watching Fiorentina more. I believe that every England fan should have a team in different nations. So have your German team, have your Spanish team, have your Italian teams, and that way, if you can't succeed in England, at least you can succeed in Germany, perhaps succeed in Spain or in Italy. I
Mhm.
think everyone should have one team from a different nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
You tell the truth, right? Iggs, for the Italian team at one period of time, I was actually following Lazio, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then I was
or Gascoigne.
Roma because of Totti,
Yeah,
right? And that those were the days, right, when Totti was still there,
of
right?
course.
And when you talk about Spanish teams, I was, you can't escape from Real Madrid or Barcelona, but I usually pick Real because Bale was there, right,
Yeah.
and Beckham was there, right. It had a more English kind of thing going on there. German teams, I don't quite like to pick Bayern because it's such an obvious kind of choice because Bayern wins everything, right? So when Dortmund came around, yeah, it was interesting. And now Dortmund is above, right? And that's what's happening with Dortmund, right? And we're having a free kick now. Any outcomes, right?
No,
Yeah.
but Ukraine are definitely showing it's more an end-to-end game at the moment. I've just seen
Yeah.
Malinovsky tried to take a shot at the edge of the box, and England are trying to go again. So it's been faced in a Premier League sort of tempo,
Yeah.
and and,
That's
and
true.
and that's what I think this time around. That's the one thing I've enjoyed in international football. I saw the Italy-England game the other night, and I'm watching England again now, and it's been a nice. The tempo of these internationals has been really good. So
Yeah.
long may it continue, then rather than just watching boring. Normally you'd be sleeping this afternoon watching some of the international games, but it seems to have a better tempo about it.
Yeah. And Mark saying yes
Yeah,
when Gaza was in Lazio. Yeah, maybe that's true too. That's why I followed
we
the
we we had Mark may remember this if we had a channel when Gascoigne moved to Lazio. There was Channel 4 bought the rights to Italian football, and they used to and it was at the time where the Premier League had just started and it was on cable. Not everybody had cable,
Mm,
so we was watching Channel 4, which is a national broadcast channel, and we was watching a lot of Italian games back then. And the 90s was a massive era for Italian football. It was the most followed league in world, and of course Gascoigne was a massive part of that. So we
yeah,
we watched a lot of football
yeah.
with Gazza in it because of that. What's happening, Has?
Hey, you're right.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ari,
yeah,
how you doing?
Sorry,
Hey,
I had
what's
some
up?
problems with my internet. Sorry.
it's all right.
Yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, it's
yeah.
okay.
You are
Yeah.
you are you enjoying the England game so far?
Well, it's been a bit boring, to be honest.
Oh, there was I was picking it up saying the tempo's been quite good and it's been and then you just come up and just killed it and it's been boring. It hasn't been that boring, man. It's been a bit
Channel
entertaining.
4, Go Lazio. Yeah, Channel 4.
I mean, I'm happy
Absolutely.
he's playing Madison because he
Well, he's
deserves
made
the
3
minutes.
changes.
So
We were saying earlier, made
yeah,
3 changes.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
okay. Oh my word. Oh
he
my
should have
god.
scored that.
Yeah, Kane completely fluffed his lines there in the 6-yard box. Unmarked
Uh,
on his own. The ball's
mm,
come over the top and he's completely missed it. And then on the rebound, I think Saka tried to play it back across and it hit him on the floor. You'll see it in a second. So
yeah, I'll
it's
see him.
just it's so not like Kane.
Play for England. He's so
It's
good.
so not like Kane. You'll see that in a second. It's so not like Kane to miss a chance like that.
Came from a fast free kick. Saka
You'll
puts it
you'll
in.
see it in a sec. You'll see it in a sec.
Oh, he miskicks
You
it.
know, the
Oh, and then
it's not like Kane to miss unmarked in the 6-yard
uh,
box.
oh dear, oh dear, oh
What
dear.
a
Yeah, no, he'll get more chances.
He'll
Right.
get another one. I'm sure he will.
He'll get more
Yeah, he's
chances.
just warming up.
Yeah, warming up. Let's hope he's got his. I'm sure he'll get one.
The thing with Kane though is
Okay.
even if he misses a chance, he always tends to score the next one and the other one after
Yeah.
that.
But my question is, right, since
Yeah.
now he's beaten Rooney, right? So every goal he scores, right, he extends his record. Does he get another golden boot?
Each time.
I think it's just he gets it for but
You just get the one, right? He won't get
Yeah, I
another.
don't
He
think
scores
get-
5 goals, he get 5 more golden boots.
yeah, but listen, he can really extend the lead. You know, in
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
time the next tournament comes round, And he's going to be playing like teams like Malta and like North Macedonia and so forth. So you'd expect him to extend games.
North Macedonia, they are not a pushover team,
I'm
They
not.
are quite
Believe
struggling.
me, I know. Believe me, I know.
You
They're
know,
not a
right?
they're not a pushover team, but you'd expect Kane to add one or two more in those games and to extend. I meant in his tally and getting goals and stuff. So
To tell you what Ben is saying, why would I follow Fiorentina when I have an AC Milan Ronaldinho shirt? Yeah.
what a great player. Great player. Absolutely.
I still think he's the most entertaining football I've ever watched.
Yeah, Ronaldinho.
Incredible.
I love to see free kicks.
When
got that
he
magic
decided, when he was in the mood, when he decided that tonight that was going to be his night, you couldn't
No one
do
could stop him.
anything.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything. Oh my word, he completely fluffed his lines on that one.
No, the thing is that Ronaldinho is like if he like what you're saying, right? If he's in that mood, right, he just goes past players.
Do you remember his goal against Chelsea in the Champions League?
Chelsea, with a toe poke. I remember very vividly the one he scored in the El Clasico when he was on the left-hand side. He went past like Ramos and all them players, like they weren't even there. It's just insane. It's insane and just an unbelievable player.
I think he actually played with Messi, right? He did play with Messi.
He Messi came into the scene. He burst into the scene when Ronaldinho was already an established.
Messi was like what, 19?
Young,
19, very young.
Because I used to watch a lot of La Liga when I was younger. They had Revista de la Liga, I remember, on a Friday night, and then
incredible. That was an incredible.
There's one period of time in my life I used to watch nearly every football match.
Every football match.
Yeah, every live football match was going on.
Exciting game.
We'll say Scott, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yep, Scotty, you'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm not sure where Keshav's gone to. But Harry, how's the day? How's Sunday?
Oh yeah. How was Sunday?
How was your Sunday?
Yeah, just normal really. Had a roast ish and then went to the gym.
Okay.
About it really.
Working it off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. Someone wrote on the chat. We're not doing Tottenham, are we? We're not. Should we leave it? We'll leave Tottenham today. We'll leave Tottenham. Someone was saying
tomorrow.
Conte.
That's why I'm doing. That's why I'm doing the Sunday show. Because if I do the Monday show, then we have to talk a lot about Tottenham. So just avoiding that subject. So just do the watch along, get over it. Talk about food. Talk about the weather.
Yeah, food's nice in Tottenham. To be
honest. Talk about the weather. Talk about food. Right. Talk about travel. Right. Talk about where's Google Maps been traveling to. The holidays. Yeah. Just enjoy it. And maybe just watch Kane score 1 or 2 goals along the way. That's all I'm saying. Right. Enjoy the game. Right. But like what you says, it's pretty boring.
It's up to England, isn't it, really, to break them down. They're trying to do it. They try to do it in a wide areas, especially. Like I said earlier, this is why I didn't understand Maddison being put out there on the left. I was saying earlier, it's just completely. They completely changed that whole left-hand side. Which Kane. Oh my word! Another one.
Fluffs it again.
Oh dear. Was he offside? It might have been offside. Maybe he was offside. I think he was actually.
It's just
he was. He's just he was offside, I think.
Okay.
No, did he put? Yeah.
Hey, Benny boy.
Here he is, Benjamino's here.
What's up?
What is happening?
We're having a chill out watch along on Spursration today.
Yeah,
no Spurs.
No Spurs.
Because I mentioned the shirt and Iggy's here, I might as well bring it up.
The Ronaldinho shirt.
What a shirt this was, Iggy.
Wow.
That's the 2010.
Yeah.
The 2010
shirt. When Tottenham played in the Champions League, right?
That's it.
We actually won,
2010. Yeah. That occasion, Spurs knocked out Milan.
and the other one, the Dutch team.
Oh,
That's the
I actually
Ajax.
probably should
Is that the
get
Ajax
framed
shirt?
because it's all signed
Ajax.
as well. I should probably get that signed.
That's the Ajax shirt. Yeah. Great shirt. That's I have quite a few of the shirts. It's probably one of the ones that I don't have actually. That season. The Spurs ones, I've got one. Ever since we changed the sponsor, the AIA, I probably have one with the AIA home one I'm talking about. The away one, I've got many. But the AIA is probably one, the one with a blue gun across it diagonally. That's probably the only one I have. Ever since I've not bought any
Seatbelt
more.
shirt, as we call it, the seatbelt.
The seatbelt chair. That's the
a
one.
good shirt, actually. I actually like that.
It is. I liked it because of the novelty of the thing going across. But the AIA man in red kills me.
It's the only shirt I wish the spot. Like a lot of the old autonomy shirts, me and Has know this. The autonomy got washed off.
I have some of those.
Yeah, they all wash off. So we're all hoping the AIA gets washed off.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It doesn't wash off.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all, does it? I've got. I think the other ones were like Investec one, the sponsor.
Yeah.
Investec. Yeah.
I've got that one as well. But ever since they changed the AIA, the red, I think I've just got one, and that was it. I don't. He's in. He's in.
I think I'm gonna buy that.
Well,
I haven't bought a Spurs shirt since we left White Hart Lane, so. That's
was that?
We didn't leave White Hart Lane. We just demolished
destroyed it. Whatever you want to say.
Demolished it.
Absolutely demolished it on a season that we went unbeaten at home.
Unbeaten at home.
They had to kick me out of that stadium in the end. So. I stayed afterwards, for like a few hours.
Oh, when it went crazy on the pitch.
Yeah.
No, not just that. No. Even after that, like obviously you saw the players with their families, and they eventually went off the pitch later on. So I was there till like 9 p.m. and then the steward was like, "You got to go." Like,
really?
I just didn't want to leave because I knew it was the last time I was ever going to see it, and yeah.
Didn't you pull some chairs away or something like that?
Yeah, I got my seat. Yeah.
What were people just pulling the chair? Were those seats given to you, or did you just pull it?
No, you had to purchase it. No, I didn't. Just
I wish I'd bought mine. I wish I'd bought it.
Hang on, you had to go online.
Yeah, they sold them.
They sold them. Yeah, they sold it.
My God.
It's the seat I sat in the whole time I was there. Yeah.
You had to purchase it online.
Yeah. I can't remember the procedure, but you had to buy it.
You bought it on the website. You got an email that you could buy your seat. It was like 75 quid. My seat, I'd sat in that thing from when I was 5 years old up to I was basically an adult. Really, I should have bought it.
Wow, Ben.
You didn't buy it?
I didn't buy it, no.
Oh, Ben.
I should have bought it. I've got a picture of it. I've got a picture of it.
So, do you reckon those seats
it's only a bit of plastic, right? It's like you don't remember the seat you sat in. You remember what you sat when. But
yeah, it's insane that people were about to purchase it. Why would all the season ticket holders not be sent an email and given them the first choice to buy it?
You got first opportunity. You only were allowed to buy your seat.
You can't buy anyone else's.
No, you couldn't buy anyone else's.
Why would you want to buy someone else's seat? How much? How much?
They assign your seat to you. That means they know where you sat.
It's like
right?
something what Ben said. Someone around that.
Like 75 quid.
Yeah, something
That's
like
why
that.
I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not spending 75 quid on a bit of plastic.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I have it like somewhere stored safe, so it's like because this is the exact seat.
What would you do with it though? That's the thing. What would you do with their seat?
I would set it up. I would literally put it in my room, and I would have it in my room.
Yeah, just nail it on the wall, and then.
And I kept all like the finale flags and all that sort of thing. I remember. Yeah.
And you should have bought it and put it in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Sit on it.
Yeah. Special seat.
I've got the finale book and a scarf, and I was looking for
Bobby. Hello, what Bobby says.
Like watching Spurs.
No
we're talking about other things, right? That's why I said my watch alongs. We don't talk about the football, right? We're talking about
Tottenham.
Yeah, and we don't talk about Tottenham, especially now, right? And we're talking about Tottenham seats.
I want to buy one of those South Korea jerseys, the black one for my shop. I really want one of those.
The
'Cause
national
black-
team?
Yeah, the South Korea shirt. The
They got a
black
black
one is-
shirt.
Yeah, the black
Yeah,
one
they
is
have an away one, I
phenomenal.
think. Yeah.
It's
Fuck,
amazing.
Bugama's here.
Yeah,
I really want one.
the
Yeah.
black one.
Yeah, I really want one. That's a
I'll try to find it for you.
yeah. Send me a
Yeah.
message.
Okay.
I will ping you the money. Doing deals online. This is what we do. This watch long is for doing shirt deals. But it's one thing I'd like.
Can you buy it? Can you buy it from the UK, Ben?
You can, I think so.
Yay!
1-0 Kane.
Kane, yeah. Kane
Harry
scored.
finally has
Looking
put it in the back of the net.
Oh, okay. That's why Bobby turns around and says this. Okay, it's not like watching Spurs.
Same old. Harry Kane does it again.
So he gets another golden boot, right, guys?
Listen, the guy, you see, when you got, he's surrounded by quality. They're looking at, they've got 4 or 5 players around in that build up. Kane actually starts to move, knocks it out wide.
Okay,
to
he puts it out
Saka.
to the right.
Saka on the right hand
Saka.
side, tucks in. It looks like he's going to whip that ball in, and Kane's at the back stick, gets in front of his man, left foot finish.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, header.
Yeah, that's true.
Header. Finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
typically Kane, right?
Oh,
Typically Kane.
Was it an own goal? I wonder if it's an own goal. It was an own goal. It was an own goal, man.
No, it's an own goal.
Oh,
I think
no.
the
Kane
last
got the
touch.
final touch.
Yeah.
The defender went in with the wrong foot, I feel, but Kane was there. He was already behind him, lurking, ready to pounce.
He's onside.
Yeah, he's onside.
Saka is onside. Kane is onside.
They're going to have to get the camera out and see if it actually touched him.
Yeah,
Nah, it's finished. He scored it.
yeah, it gets to Kane for it.
No,
Nice.
but they could go afterwards.
Yeah, I think it hits Kane's knee.
It
2
doesn't
goals in
matter.
2 matches.
For a striker,
Like,
when the ball ends up in the back of the
him.
net, it's the only
believe
thing that
him.
matters.
I believe
What
The
is
only
knee?
thing, the only thing that matters is the ball ending in the back of the net.
Yeah,
I like that
doesn't
for Mark Cousins. Ain't it amazing when someone can cross the ball? Yep.
matter. Yeah.
Well, to
Don't
be
worry,
honest
we
with
got Poro.
We
Poro
got
is coming in.
Kulusevski though. Kulusevski does that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
It's
Yeah,
the rest.
It's like what we've been saying, though. People attacking. The only problem is
Oh, guys, he's up to 55 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The numbers will keep. I think he'll get to like
60, 70,
60,
I think.
65, 70 easy.
The thing is,
I
like,
think.
Kane could play another 5 years, I think.
Oh,
And the fact is, he doesn't
He
miss.
could play
He doesn't miss a lot of games either.
Because
Yeah.
and also because
Doesn't.
he can play. I think Kane will transition to like when Rooney played deeper, so he even play there. So
Kane can play another 10 years like Zlatan. He can, like, he's got the similar training methods, not drinking during a season. And he recovers so well from an injury. I don't know if that's because of like some of the methods he uses, like the blood spinning techniques. I don't even know if they're allowed to use that.
That's EPO, guys. You can't use that.
Oh, Saka.
oh, it's a great goal.
Oh, 2-0. What a goal by Saka. Fantastic finish. Wow.
Was all the way out to Saka? Oh,
It
it's
was
from
a
a throw in.
Good goal. Good
Top
goal.
goal.
You
Top
have to say he's come into his own this season.
Yeah.
That was a very good finish. Not too much pressure by the Ukrainian defense to try and close that off. But once he turns his man there,
It was a goal.
yeah.
One of the reasons he's so good, because he can just turn. He can turn instantly.
Really good goal, guys.
Oh, that's a good one.
Really
Yeah.
good goal. They were once he turned his man, there wasn't a cover from the defense.
Was it deflected or they hit it onto the ground?
No,
or
put it top bins there, mate. No
what?
deflection
That's
there.
funny.
Great goal. And I think now it's
Game over for Ukraine.
I
Really.
wouldn't never say game over, but they're in control, man. Let's have it right.
Yeah,
They're in full control. So there you go. Within what,
And-
5 minutes?
Oh, that's a
Within
good
5
one.
minutes,
Oh.
the game's completely run away from them. But the quality, do you see what I mean?
I'm not
That's a good
saying
one.
it.
They're crying. I think
Oh.
the women are crying over there. Oh, okay. I think
We
she's
support
crying.
Tottenham, remember? We support Tottenham. Anything can happen.
But it's not Tottenham playing though, so
There's,
Listen,
I
I can only
should-
comment. I can only comment on what I've seen. That was a really good
Tottenham is
goal. man.
playing. It's got
That
Harry
was
Kane.
Hi,
nice.
Alex. Alex. You want to hop on? I'll throw the link to the chat.
just say some steak.
I
Oh,
haven't seen
Oh,
Steak in
Kane,
the
Kane strike saved by the goalie. Ukraine are on the ropes here, guys. Ukraine are on the ropes. They've got 5 minutes to really
you'll get England
try.
beaten 4-0 in the Euros all those years
Yeah,
ago.
we
Yeah,
beat them.
yeah.
Yeah, England beat them 4-0. But guys, don't forget, I think injury time will be some kind like 5 minutes, right?
There was a
Oh yeah,
couple
because
of
of the
head
new.
collisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head collision.
There's been a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ukraine are on the ropes. You know, they got to see this sort
So,
of. They got to get to
Gareth
half
Southgate
time.
for Spurs manager. Joking.
Gareth,
Give you that idea. Don't you give him that idea. You know he wants it.
Oh, Kane.
No, I don't rate Southgate personally.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone rates Southgate personally.
yeah.
He's
No, guys. Southgate will win the Euros, right? Then he'll become
if
Spurs
he wins
manager.
the
And he'll
Euros,
fail.
give him another contract. If he wins the Euros, give him a contract because he's earned the right then.
Yeah. He wins the Euro, he wins the World Cup, then he comes to Spurs, he wins nothing. Same old, same
Conte
old.
for England manager. I like it.
Big Sam. Not Big Sam. Remember they tried
Bring
that.
back his pint of wine.
Yeah. Do you hear
Yeah.
Sam Allardyce said something about Spurs the other day?
Yeah, he did.
What do you-
God, don't tell me he said he wants the job.
No, he said there's a reason why Spurs don't win anything or something, and he gave like a explanation.
Anything
Which
in
we
particular?
all know why, right? So
Yeah.
So whatever explanation you give, we know it, we've heard it, we've seen it, we've been through it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Right. Back to England, guys.
We'll do this
Absolutely.
for a couple of minutes.
England's 2-0 up. Woohoo!
Yay.
Yay.
Quite
Hey,
comfortable.
Oh.
Okay.
Quite comfortable. I think
Yeah,
they
it's
just
looking comfortable.
dominated it. The
Yeah.
midfield and the midfielders and Madison's really doing well. Saka's doing well out there. As is Kane. The
Saka's
midfielders
like
are now,
brilliant.
yeah, the
honestly,
mid
he's so good.
midfielders are now
Yeah.
getting in.
Who did Madison come in for? Grealish?
Grealish, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Right.
The real question is, where is Bellingham going in the summer? Is he going to Madrid or Liverpool?
Oh,
Who?
if I was
I think he'll go
Bellingham, I'd go to-
Liverpool.
if I was Bellingham, I'll go to Madrid.
Oh, Bellingham.
Yeah.
I think Rice is going to Arsenal. I think that's a guarantee.
Oh,
You'd
you
want
never
to see him
know.
in the Premier
Chelsea,
League.
if Chelsea steps in.
You'd want to see Bellingham in the Premier League, wouldn't you? Really?
But I,
I
think
mean-
he's a bit too young. I'd rather him go to Madrid, right?
If I was him, I'd go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it's a
You
better
get in the
choice for
team.
him.
You
Yeah.
get in the team straight away. You've got to have that.
But they got
No.
Gapco, have they not? Do they even have the
He's not-
money as
he's
well?
He's not a centre midfielder though. He'll get straight into
Yeah,
that.
oh, but yeah, you're right. You know, you're talking about the money now, right? Dortmund wants something like £100 million for him.
I don't know if Liverpool got the money to I listen, I could be wrong. I'm just thinking.
Do Madrid
Liverpool
have money though? Do
What's
Madrid realistically have 150 million euros?
Tottenham Hotspur have the money.
Yeah, we don't spend it.
Yeah.
We're going to buy a new piece of land probably with that money.
If we bought Jude Bellingham, I think we'd all be shocked. I think we'd all have to hide.
Yeah. If we bought Jude Bellingham, right? I'll be saying, what happened?
Did someone steal Levy's credit card?
Yeah.
What happened to him? Why did he make that choice too? What did he
Yeah.
do?
Why did he-
Right? Why is Jude coming to us? He's not gonna win anything with us.
It's like it baffles me that Nagelsmann is actually supposedly interested or something, but I'm quite surprised to be honest.
I'm not buying any of that.
Nagelsmann's a top manager. He's a top coach.
It doesn't matter nowadays, right?
No,
I'll only start talking about other managers.
Yeah. And Snake
when
says
the-
what Scott says.
when the
And Scott
current
was
one's
still
gone.
worried about Daniel.
No, I like the players that have talent. I don't like the players I was wondering about the 5 championship players we brought along with him.
Scotty, we buy talented players and they come to Spurs and they lose their talent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Then
it's
you have the
true.
right
It's
to
true.
moan at them.
Like Space Jam. No,
It's
Space
Space
Jam. when
Jam.
they- Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Find the ball, everyone. There is a ball with all their talent stuck in.
Yeah. I
There is
love
a
that
ball
movie. It's so
somewhere.
good. Yeah.
Well, we buy them and then say, hey, remember how you were so successful playing this position? How about you come to Spurs and play in a totally different system and a totally different
It
position?
happens a lot as
And
well.
we'll expect you to play awesome.
Oh, only got 3 minutes at a time on. Right.
That's very true, Scott. Actually,
In the Tottenham Hotspur Space Jam movie, he would be the star of that because you wouldn't have Michael Jordan, you couldn't have LeBron James. Who's going to be the star of the Tottenham Space Jam movie?
Emerson.
Very game.
Emerson.
Ben, it'll be called Spurs Jam.
Nice.
Space Jam is such a good movie. The original is so good.
Yeah.
Do you know when I look at Bellingham, I see a player that has freedom. He has freedom to play his football. He's not being caged in or he's not being boxed in. He's not had his wings clipped. He's given the freedom to go where he feels a space where he's going to get the
Just 'cause
ball.
he's got Rice and Henderson behind
He's
him.
got he's got the license to do that, and he also is very positive thinking. As if there's a player in front of him, he doesn't look to get it out wide. He takes him on. So when it's so important for a young player like that, to be given that freedom. Instead, when they go to club football, depending on the manager, they start giving him jobs and tasks and different, and all of a sudden that attributes that made him so good is taken away from them.
I think that's the problem with modern football now, right, Iggy? The players don't have that freedom anymore to express themselves like the last
They've got
time.
to do the
when
job.
players-
They're just doing a job.
Yeah. It's like that, if you're an attacking player, right, you have to come back and defend. You have to do you have so many shifts that you have to put in. You don't have that.
But also, international football's a lot slower.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So it does make a huge
If
difference.
you want free flowing football, bring back Harry Redknapp.
Yeah,
Bacon
yeah,
sandwich
yeah.
in one hand, mugger tea in the other. Bring him back.
I often wonder with players like even like Ginola or Gascoigne.
Oh,
we
yeah,
were talking
Ginola.
about Gascoigne earlier as well.
Mm.
I wonder what they would be like in modern day football when they've had, they've got these little jobs to do, and all of a sudden they're saying, "No, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this." Or
All depends on who the
Football's
manager
half
is.
time, guys, half time,
Half-time 2-0. Yeah.
England
But-
2-0 up.
Yeah, but Iggs, football has changed so much, right? It's also down to the fitness, the creativity and all that is gone at the moment now. Imagine even you look further back down, right? The place to drink and smoke, right?
As one of the for anyone that knows this restaurant, there is a restaurant in South Woodford Green it's called the Pizzeria Belset. Everyone knows it that lives in this area. It's the most famous restaurant. On a Saturday night after Tottenham played, you would go in there and you would see David Ginola smoking a cigarette, eating a pizza.
He still smokes today. He still smokes to this very
He
day.
was the coolest man alive. He'd be sitting there, glass of red wine, cigarette, pizza, and you'd be like, "You're so cool." Every single person went there was Tottenham, and they just walked past him. I love you. Every person was just like, "You're God."
I'll tell you a story. More recent. We went to a David Ginola night. It was in a location nearby the Tottenham ground, and myself and a few of the other boys. We had Tottenham TV boys were there. Brian Daigle was there. Danny Kiriakou were there. Quite a few of us went.
I think Bobby was there too, right?
Bobby was there as well. And
JP was there.
JP was there. Yeah, it was quite. We had quite a big turnout. Anyway, so obviously the smokers have to go outside and stuff like that. You have to come back in. So we was all inside. So what happened? Daigle and Kiriakou, they went outside to have a smoke, and just by the this emergency exit, as they're there having a conversation, the smoke, a gentleman comes out and stands next to them, has a smoke with them. They turn around to see who it was. It's David Ginola, who's having a cigarette next to Daigle and Kuryaka. They're looking at each other and goes, "Are we just having a cigarette with Ginola?" And they had a little chat with him outside and stuff like that. So when they came back in, and we was obviously there for Ginola, it was so hilarious when they were telling us. He goes, "You would never believe." He goes, "There I am trying to quit smoking, but if there's ever a time where I'm happy that I'm a smoker, it's today." So they were outside having a
Yeah.
cigarette with Ginola, and we non-smokers inside didn't get to, completely missed out on that. So sometimes smoking does pay, and in that instance, it paid very well.
Guys,
for
hold
Danny.
on. Disclaimer, right? We're not promoting smoking here, right,
Oh, of
guys?
course, we're not.
Yeah.
I don't
It's just
smoke,
a
guys.
story. Yeah,
I don't
I
smoke,
smoke,
guys.
but I don't
But if
smoke
there
on
was a time that I
street.
wish I did
Yeah.
smoke, that would be one of them. But yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
children and growing up, smoking is really bad.
No,
for you.
that was the story. Yeah, I heard that story too, right, from Danny and Daigle. Yeah, they were shocked, but they had a very interesting chat, and Daigle said a lot of things, and a lot of things Ginola told Daigle. There was a
He probably went like that a couple of times.
yeah. And according to Daigle, Ginola agreed, right, on certain things about the club.
A lot of these ex-footballers agree with what's happening at
But
the
they
club,
won't
and
say-
they
they won't
agree.
say
They
publicly.
don't want to openly say because obviously it cuts ties with them in the club. It doesn't put them in a good light, so
Yeah.
they
And
avoid those
what
conversations.
Steak says, right? Then it'd be a fight between Kane and Gaza to take free kicks.
I don't know, Alex. I don't think there'll be much of a fight.
There won't be a
Imagine trying to
fight,
fight Gascoigne off a football. You couldn't
Yeah.
take the ball off Gascoigne if you tried.
That's
Do
true.
you know that famously what Bobby Robson said about Gascoigne? You needed two footballs, one for him and one for the rest of the team, because he just wouldn't let go of the ball. So
That's true.
yeah, rest his soul. Probably
I'm not sure about these Channel 4 adverts tonight. Not the biggest fan.
Channel 4.
It's just weird seeing England on Channel 4. It's normally ITV or Sky Sports, but now the Channel 4 have got the rights to the England game. It's just a
in
weird...
HD.
Yeah.
Yeah, in HD.
Yeah.
That's why I'm slightly behind Iggy, because I'm watching it on high def, and that's always even more behind.
Shevchenko doesn't look very happy.
Yeah.
He really is happy.
It's a difficult place, man. Wembley's a difficult place. If England are this England at home, very difficult team to play
But
against.
guys, I've got a question for you, right? If we go and play Ukraine, right, where are we going to play them? It had to be a
neutral ground, won't it?
Yeah, probably have to be a neutral ground. Or maybe that's why maybe Ukraine gets to play all the away games first. I don't know. I have no idea where their games will be played. It'd be interesting to have a look, dude.
Yay! Sorry.
Yeah. No, and then the other question is, right, for this Euro qualifiers, is the two top teams that qualify automatically, or only the top team?
Two.
Top, okay. So it'll be
two. It depends on obviously the amount of teams that are in because some groups have got more than other groups.
More, right? Yeah.
So yeah, it all depends on like in this group. I believe there's 5 teams, but in other groups I think there's less.
Yeah, some got 6 teams. You've got 6 teams.
Yeah.
5 and 6. Yeah.
So
I think those with 6 teams, they have to take away one game away where they played the least most effective team or something like that, right? Results or something.
Gerard.
Yeah. See how that goes. But that's 2020. When is the next Euros anyway? 2024, right? Yeah, 2024. That's next year. Woo.
Yeah, no, only next year. Yeah, because obviously the last Euros they missed a year, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was in 2021.
Yeah, we played in Italy. Would not have won that in 2020. We was in no chance. That the fact that it went on for another, it was played the year after actually helped that team. Because I think
that's when I met
Chiellini was out for like 7 months in 2020.
That's when I first met them. Euro 2021. Well, Euro 2020.
Chiellini was out for like 7-8 months that season in 2020, so he would not have played that Euros. Not a chance.
So a lot of injuries.
Was amazing that Euros. I remember.
He had just got back. He had got back from injury like a month or two before that tournament started. So he
Mm.
was super ready to go, and he knew that was going to be his last chance. He would never have got another chance again at it. So
That's a player I'd love at Tottenham. Chiesa, what a player!
He's so
he is.
good. He's so good.
What a player!
yeah,
Is it Juventus? I think. Isn't
Yeah,
Yeah, he's-
Chiesa
yeah.
and Barella are two
Oh
phenomenal.
yeah, Barella. Yeah.
good
They
player.
got some incredible attacking talent. It's weird Italy not having the best defenders and suddenly having great attackers.
Toloi and Acerbi were poor. I said they were poor the other night, and I called it before the game. I said those centre backs are weak, and I knew England, the forwards were gonna have a good night against them.
There are so many good midfield players, even like Locatelli.
Oh yeah.
They got options
he
in the
was good,
middle.
wasn't he?
The
Yeah.
number nine.
Immobile played up front in that. Euros,
Mobile
didn't
and Belotti just not to the
he?
level.
They're too
And now
slow. I think
they've got this young kid who's they just nicked off Argentina to play for
Also,
them.
you've got what's his name at West Ham?
Scamacca.
Gamasi.
Yeah, he's having a hard time. I've heard he wants to leave. He's homesick or something like that. They were saying that he's homesick and he wants to go back to Italy.
I don't blame him. I want to go back to bloody Italy.
To West Ham or Italy.
Yeah,
I'm of Italy, and I'm not from there.
it's incredible how he's only been there just not even a season, and
He needs a team that loves him and plays to his strengths. You've got such a tall footballer like him, and they don't play to his strengths.
I thought he would actually do well. I thought he would suit West Ham, but
I
But
thought the
clearly
same
not.
as well. But
clearly doesn't.
Mm. Yeah,
Rob,
Who knows?
they'll play the home team at the Oxford Stadium.
yeah, it's okay. Leave it.
I-
You can go home,
Only
yeah.
an hour and a half flight if he wanted to go there once every couple of weeks. It wouldn't be difficult to go to Italy if he's homesick.
Yeah, but you're not really embracing the move by doing that, though, are you? You're not really
Giving up, really, if you do
You're
that.
not really. Yeah, you're not.
Once every couple of weeks, once a month.
But what,
Yeah.
Iggy, what Italian players have succeeded in the Premier League? I can't think of any on the top of my head, really.
There aren't many.
Yeah.
Who
Italians.
I could see playing here.
No. Who's in the past who've done well in the Premier League? Like Zola, maybe? I can think of. off the top of my
Zola
head.
Di Matteo.
Vialli.
Yeah.
Vialli,
as well.
Vialli.
Who else has been here though?
There's not a lot, is there? I don't think.
There's not really.
Yeah.
There's players have come over from Italy, but Balotelli came over. He's the.
Oh yeah, he was like, yeah.
He did one assist in the whole time that he was in England, and that was to
Oh,
Aguero.
Balotelli. Oh my God.
Balotelli was
Come on,
shocking.
Balotelli. Oh my God, that was shocking. Hi, Elias. How you doing?
How you
Yeah,
doing,
we-
man?
Didn't he do
Uh,
something against us as well, Balotelli? I
Balotelli.
Did
remember.
he do well against Spurs? I don't
Did he
remember
score a
any.
penalty or something against us?
But he
But
scored
was he-
penalties. But he scored a lot
Balotelli
of
was in Manchester City, right?
Yeah, Man City.
Yeah.
And then he went to Liverpool for a while, I think.
Why always me? Remember when he put his
Yeah,
shirt
yeah,
on
yeah,
his
yeah.
when
Yeah.
they battered Man United? But then, he only had one assist that season, and that was against QPR for that Aguero moment. That was his only assist.
That was a
season.
mental moment, honestly. Like to be a
Yeah.
City fan then must have been amazing.
First ever one.
Yeah.
Di Canio.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
Paolo.
Di Canio, yeah, Paolo Di
Canio West
Canio.
Ham did well.
Yeah.
Italians don't like leaving Italy. Italians.
Yeah,
do not
they're
like
very
leaving
yeah.
Italy. Would you blame them?
No, not really.
Would you blame them? I don't blame them.
It's a nicer country, really.
Jorginho's the other one.
Jorginho.
Chelsea and now Arsenal. He's been
What do you
over.
say
and-
that? I don't see what people, the Italian national team's seeing him. He slows the team down. He's got that nous and he's got that what's it called? That presence of metronome.
It's because they had the style of play, wasn't it? They had Pirlo for
But
so
Italy
many
don't play
years,
the style of football
and
that suits that game style anymore. And he doesn't do
What
what
game
he doesn't do a
did Pirlo
Pirlo
play
ball
against
and then
England? I
put the
can't
ball
remember.
into the channel.
different,
He doesn't do it anymore.
different players.
Do you remember that game Pirlo played against England? I can't remember what game it was. Was it Euros? Or
It
was
might
it-
have been yours where he dinged the
Pirlo.
goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Where he dinged
No,
the goalkeeper
Pirlo,
from a
Yeah,
penalty.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was trying to. Joe Hart was trying. It was according to his words, Pirlo's words, said he could see this keeper kept smashing the bar, jumping on the spot, and he's like, okay, all right then. It was, in Pirlo's
Wait,
mind, he's
I
like,
got a question for you guys,
I'll
right?
take care of that.
Italian goalkeepers in the Premier League.
None.
Any?
None.
None?
No, I can't remember
No.
any.
Yeah, I can't even
We had
think of
a
any.
traditional goalkeeper, not of late, but the traditional goalies. Well, no, Taibi years ago,
Oh, yeah.
years ago for Man United, and then he got
Cudicini.
nutmegged. He got
Cudicini, yeah,
That's no, I can actually name one.
Cudicini played for a
I
while.
can
He was
name
brilliant for
another one.
Chelsea, wasn't he?
I can name one. Galini played for Man United and Tottenham.
Galini.
I was gonna say that Fellini.
Yeah.
Actually
Golini.
doing all right at Fiorentina. He's actually doing all right.
So we
was
had two
Cudicini, was Cudicini the guy with the cocaine thing?
No, that was Bosnich.
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
Boston,
remember.
I'm
yeah.
thinking Bosnich. We had both of those
Moved to-
guys played for Chelsea and then came to Spurs. So
Yeah, Bosnich, you're right. He did play for Tottenham, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But Golini, that was second goal.
Yeah, Rob Bell just says I look like.
Cudicini was
Why
alright
you
for
look
us,
like being
though.
in prison? Where have you been Sunday? Elias?
Sorry, who is asking me what? Last looks like
I'm-
he's been
No,
imprisoned.
I'm saying where have
Sorry.
you been this whole Sunday?
Hot Springs, in Banjaran there for a retreat.
Oh, you went for a retreat in Hot Springs.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
just came
nice.
back.
Yeah. It's not hot enough in Malaysia, right? So you go to Hot Springs somewhere.
Yeah, it's not hot enough to go to Hot Springs.
Oh dear.
But
But no.
tiring work trip, so
Yeah.
it's not really a retreat for me. It's for the
Okay.
guests.
Okay, that's fair. But what I'm saying, Asian players, right, in the Premier League,
Mhm.
I think
Park
Spurs have
Park
Spurs have got quite a few of them, right?
Son Heung-min,
The one at Wolves, what's his name?
one of Wolves,
Wow.
Chan.
Yeah.
and yeah.
Now, let's go further back. There are a few Japanese players.
Obviously,
Toda at Tottenham.
Toda.
Kazuyuki Toda.
What?
Nakatomo. The
No,
one playing for
Nakata.
Arsenal. He's one playing
Nakata.
for Arsenal.
Who's the guy?
So that was one.
Kagawa, he was at United.
Shinji Kagawa.
Shinji
He was at United.
Kagawa.
He did well though. I don't think they got
Yeah.
Dortmund. Remember?
Hey guys, don't forget
Yeah.
Tomiyasu, which we were linked for the
yeah.
whole 6
He's
months.
done all right at Arsenal, to be fair to Miyasu.
But I heard he's injured, right? He's out for the whole season at the
Yeah.
moment.
He would have been better option than Emerson. Let's be honest.
Not
He's
for the.
okay.
If we were going to play Romero in the centre and we played him there, that'd work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The
But-
guy that was at Southampton, Yoshida.
Yeah, Yoshida.
Yoshida. Yeah, there's another one,
Is
Yoshida.
it Maya
He was there
Yoshida?
for a long time.
Maya Yoshida. Yeah. But the
There's
same
been a
sad part is
few
that
actually. There was one at Arsenal, wasn't there? But I've got his name. Nakatomo.
That was Park Chu-young, wasn't it?
No, that's United at Arsenal. They had one, but he didn't do well when they sold him.
Oh, no, that's
Nakatomo or
the
something.
one.
he's
no,
right. Young. Yes. Yes.
It was Park
We had
Chu-young.
Lee Yong Pyo.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah.
I remember Leon Pio. Yeah.
Young,
Young.
yeah.
We had Lee Yong Pyo. Yeah. We had Lee Yong Pyo at a period of time. Right. So, but I don't know. My next question is that there's no Southeast Asian player in the Premier League.
There's
yeah, we
one.
do.
There's one.
The
There's one.
Filipino goalkeeper, right?
No. There's one Wolves player. He's from Singapore. Let me check his name.
Seriously? A Wolves player in
Yes,
Singapore?
he's-
From
Yeah,
Singapore?
there's a Wolves player from
No,
Singapore.
I remember when Cardiff or QPR or somebody came up from the championship. There was a Filipino goalkeeper for Cardiff or something like that.
This is a recent one actually in Wolves. Actually, let me just check his name. Harry Burt Whistle.
Singaporean, okay.
Yeah, he's a right wing back for Wolves, but he's I think one of their youth players. Not youth
youth
players.
player.
He doesn't play like he's in Premier League team as well, but he hasn't played many minutes.
Okay, fair. Have you kicked off yet, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ukraine have pushed up a lot more now, actually.
Okay. What time are you guys at?
46 almost, like 5
45, 47.
45, 47, guys. You're nearly 1 minute ahead of me. All right.
You
I
haven't
could
missed
go
anything.
further forward if I went to what's it called, the non-HD channel.
Ah.
I just like
I'm
watching
getting-
HD though. It's like, oh,
Like, it's so Channel 4's so bad if it's not in high def. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's for yeah.
Channel 4
Why?
and ITV.
Don't tell me you're going back to like this 80s where you get the grainy screens and
Yeah,
all that.
do with ITV.
Seriously. On ITV. I don't know.
The thing about Sky now is that it gives you when there's like a football match on, you go on your
High
Sky.
def
It's high def, and
normal.
also it shows you as soon as you put your TV on. It goes, oh, this game's going on. You can just click on it rather than trying to find the channel. Like I didn't even have to do that.
I don't like ultra high def for football. It makes
You don't
look,
like it?
No, it looks really slow. I don't like it.
But are you streaming it? That's the thing.
No, terrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Channel 4.
How can it look like really slow? Ultra high def. I don't know.
Ultra high def is Sky.
It's Sky Ultra HD. Yeah. How about
Okay.
movies? Do you like Ultra HD?
Ultra
movies?
HD movies are good, but it's it's still a bit slow.
It's still a bit
Before-
weird because I watched like The Dark Knight in HD and I've watched it in Ultra HD and it's very different.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the
much
aesthetics
slower
very
because
different.
of the
Yeah.
frames.
Yeah.
Because it's like what's it? It's 30 frames a second, isn't it? Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But the thing is that you must have your Ultra HD TV to.
Yeah,
be
I don't
able
have
to-
Ultra HD. It's just when I was living with my parents, they have Ultra HD.
Okay.
So I used to watch Ultra HD.
So when you're talking
there.
about Ultra HD, that means you're talking about 4K, right?
Yeah, 4K. Yeah.
Okay. 4K.
And if you've got it, an 8K TV, if you've got 8K,
Yeah.
8K?
you can get
Yeah,
8K.
right. Yeah. But the thing is that if your service provider provides you 8K, then you get 8K, right? Like in Malaysia now, we have 4K Ultra HD. Yeah. But if you don't watch it on a 4K television, you won't get the same effect.
No,
anymore.
it looks
So
terrible.
how many frames per second is 8K then? I'm asking a stupid question.
Oh,
It's
dear.
about 60 frames.
around there.
Oh. Okay.
Movies at 60 frames a second don't look good. Video games look great. Like
Because it's the aesthetic of it, isn't it?
yeah, it looks weird. If you've watched Formula One in 60 frames a second, it looks really weird. It looks really.
Oh, really?
What
Because
the hell would
cars are
that
so fast,
8K look like then?
That's what we were
It
talking
looks
about.
really.
yeah.
It looks slow.
So
It also
4K.
looks nice at the TV. The telly you got
4K.
upstairs, which we never use. That you can get like 8K on like 100-inch TV looks so stupid. Looks wrong.
So 4K is still probably the right. Just
Probably
Yeah.
right.
But now standard is 4K, right? I guess it's already
Not,
gone to that.
Yeah.
well,
In 1080 still.
Yeah.
yeah.
in
1080
Asia,
is probably standard, isn't it? Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
1080.
Yeah, when it reminds me in those days when we were watching the FA Cup final, 1991,
Yeah.
where
I
when
wasn't around.
guys,
I know.
I'm watching in Malaysia, I'm saying, on a normal TV, while you can still see the spots. Oh, those were the days. And we'll be watching some odd time. No, actually, not that odd, right? About
You know, the
12
one
-ish.
FA Cup final I'll never forget watching when I was younger was the West Ham versus Liverpool one when Gerrard scored that goal from like crazy, where was that, 30, 40 yards or something?
Yeah.
Like West Ham, I thought they were going to win that final, and then Gerrard
Yeah.
scores this goal out of nowhere.
And I can still remember when the goal went in, we still weren't very sure because it was so grainy. Did it go in? Did it go in? Oh.
England pursuing with the corners here. 50th minute. I got.
Let's watch this corner.
Yeah.
Who's taking them? Is it Chilwell?
No, yeah.
Chilwell took it. But yeah, it's all England at the moment. It's all England.
Right, guys, I'm going to jump and actually.
Okay, Ben. Thanks for being on. All right.
worries.
Have a good day.
Take care, Ben.
Good day.
Take
Bye,
care.
Ben.
Text.
All right. Are you going to do a show on Monday, Ben?
We're doing a show on Monday.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a show Monday. Let's see how that goes. If you're doing a show, if you want me to hop in, let me know.
If I've got room, I'll get you on. I don't know what
Yeah.
we talk about because I don't talk about football anymore because football's shit.
Nah, I don't want to talk about football. This show, we're not talking about Spurs, right? That's what I said. That's the,
Right.
that's the first rule.
I'll
Don't
send,
We're not
bring-
talking about Tottenham.
We're not talking
you
about
got to
Tottenham.
send Gaguma. You got to come on and do another show with me again. That was a laugh. Bring.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fun.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Ben.
Catch you
Take
later,
care.
guys.
Catch
Take
you
care,
later,
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah,
Take
see you
care.
guys. Scott.
See you.
Cheers.
Hey, ta-da.
Cheers. Oh,
There's a
Madison.
chance. Madison, yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
good
don't like
player.
him in a wide position, but then I don't know.
Yeah, but again, you got to ask
How-
questions of who puts him there.
yeah, but how are you going to be creative in a wide position, right?
Ericsson used to do it off the left, but he would come
He
inside
cuts back
and
in.
then
Ericsson
and
can
then
Cuts
play
back
both
in, right?
sides.
Yeah. And he cuts back in.
yeah, he used to play on the left. And I remember in Poch's system for a while, he'd come inside and then yeah. But then he used to play 3-4-2-1 on the Poch as well, and he used to play as like a second 10 as well. But yeah, because he had Ali and Ericsson on either side of Kane. I remember for a time period.
It's all to do. I said earlier about Bellingham, the freedom that he's given. Does he? They should be able to swap positions, him and Bellingham as well. Use the
Madison,
creative
Yeah.
lad.
Bellingham.
They're clever players. They can figure it out themselves. As long as in non-possession football, they are set up right. Do you know what I mean? Wow, that's
Mm.
quality. You see, when you got Madison, you got Kane, you got Bellingham, you're not short of creativity, are you? You've got plenty of
Yeah.
creativity. You got creativity even with Saka or White. Lots of creativity. Bellingham got absolutely smashed on that one.
Yeah.
That was a body check. It wasn't that. I'm
No, but
surprised.
Bellingham,
Sorry.
yeah, Bellingham at this young age, right? This should be his more or less like his physical training ground, right? Getting hit,
Yeah.
getting used to all the physicality, you know. So it's a good training for him now. It's good training.
By the way, he's not that very physical. He's more technical in his play. Anyways,
He's a
Free
big
kick.
boy. Big boy.
Yeah,
but I think he has technical abilities that he rely on heavily. That's
yeah,
what I love.
yeah. And Rob Belcher says my service provider is Don K. Oh, Don K. Who's Don K? Right. Yeah. Rob Belcher. Good one. Right. But nowadays, a lot of us just watch everything out of the phone.
Mhm.
That's a lot of things, right?
If you have network,
Yeah. No, it's like now what I'm doing is I'm streaming on my laptop. I'm watching the game on my handphone, right? So it's it's in thing nowadays.
yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Because the last 3 days where I was, I had a very bad network.
Mm. You mean your service provider or
Both the Wi-Fi there was like bad.
Wi-Fi will always be bad from the hotel resorts, right? Unless you pay for the
Uh,
premium Wi-Fi, then it'll be different. If you get your standard Wi-Fi, it's always
They
bad.
didn't even have the premium Wi-Fi.
Okay. And of course, you're in some kind of mountainous resort, you won't get your normal network, right?
Yeah,
But Scott's jumped off. Let me see what Scott's got to say. Yeah, Scott.
he got kids. and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, Scott's got to do kids, right? Okay, big up, Scotty. Hope you're in the chats, right? Throw the chat, Scott's. That's what
There,
you use.
Scott.
Okay, Ukraine will be playing all their games from England, right? Is it? Because of the home.
Really?
Yeah, I
because of
wasn't sure.
their-
We was talking about that
Yeah, we were
earlier. I
asking
wasn't
about that
sure.
earlier, yeah.
Not sure what ground. Yeah, You know what? Yeah, might be right. They're playing them in England. Imagine that.
Yeah. And
So
of
isn't
course,
that-
Bob has got a question, right? Here's the question I was going to ask on In the Wall last night. Current young player in the Premier League who aren't spoken to as world class but potential future Ballon d'Or winners. Go. Premier League young player?
Kulusevski, perhaps. I don't know.
Teki's not that young.
He's young. He's young. 21.
Is he
22.
22 or something?
21 or 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Saka is one.
Saka is
Current
one.
young
Yes.
players in the
Wow.
Premier League. Current young
Yeah.
players. So young
Saka
players,
is-
not English. It could be
It
anyone.
could be any nationality.
Yeah.
Maybe Haaland. Maybe
Haaland,
Haaland,
yes.
yeah.
Mm.
young. Yeah, Haaland for me is definitely one of them. Maybe Gapco, perhaps. I don't know. It's too early to say because you say young.
Yeah.
Young players in the Premier League.
And will go on to win the Ballon d'Or or something. Huh?
You know, Ballon d'Or is a big trophy to win.
Yeah.
You know, You got to think
Yeah.
who can actually do it.
Haaland, definitely Haaland.
Haaland,
me,
but the problem is Haaland doesn't get into a World Cup or a European Championships, right? He might not get a chance. But unless he wins the Champions League with empathy.
Bobby, for me, Haaland is top, but I wouldn't say he's world class
Score them.
yet. I would.
Please score them. Look at that. Wings.
Alvarez,
For me, world class is used is two words for me that in football is used very, very quickly to call someone world class. For me, he's not there yet. I think he has everything in him to become an Ibrahimovic of the world like that. I see Haaland probably close to that because of his size and the goal regularity. I don't think he's quite there yet. But yeah, I think he's got everything to become that. And
Mhm.
Ballon d'Or, man. Ballon d'Or is a big trophy to win, man. So a big award. You got to be something. You got to get Messi, Ronaldo being
Yeah,
cleaning
if
it
let's
up
say
for
Messi
years.
and Ronaldo steps out of the Ballon d'Or, the thing, right?
I
Would
think
it
that's
be-
it, though. I don't think
Yeah,
Ronaldo's going to win anymore.
who will be the next player coming in to take that mantle? You know?
Mbappe. Well, Mbappe's
Mbappe.
not in the Premier League, I know, but
Yeah.
to
I mean,
answer
let's
that
not say the
question,
Premier League. Yeah.
but Bellingham. Listen, we've been speaking about him for a while now, but Bellingham's quality.
Yeah,
But
maybe
for
Bellingham.
me, Bob is his next move. His next move is going to be crucial for his own development. So it has to
Yeah.
combine three things: a manager that's going to develop him to take him to the next level, the freedom that he's currently getting, as we can see now for the England. Will he be given that freedom to play, just be him? Just say, "Go on, son, just go out there and play." He has to be given that
Oh,
license. The next club and the manager, I think, all of those three things massively contribute in a player's development, and Bellingham's next move is going to be key. If I was Bellingham, man, I would have stayed out there a little bit longer. I agree with what Eugenie said earlier. For him to stay where he is, if you're thinking about the next big move, then more competition. How do you handle pressure? Can you handle with? Listen, the bigger the stage, the more prima donnas you're going to meet.
Yeah.
Can you handle all of that? So for now, for me, it's all about his development. From next year is the Euros. He wants to be going into a team where he's going to be playing first team football, regular football, and
Oh
and with the backing of the
dear.
manager. So for me, the next move is key. If I was him, I would leave it till after the Euros, man. I don't know, man, but I don't know. It
but the money
depends
is
on the
so
team.
big, right? So
Yeah. If that's the thing, though, if that's the thing that you want to chase is the money, then
Iggy, let's say
I
if
don't know.
Bellingham goes to Madrid, right? You don't think he'll get a lot of game time?
It's not that. If Ancelotti's there, then maybe. But if Ancelotti leaves and the next manager comes in and he doesn't see him in the same eyes as perhaps if he goes in, the new manager has to really want him. And this is what I'm saying. The manager has to say, you know what, I'm really happy to have this young upcoming player in my team. And with him, I'm going to take him to the next level. If you have a manager that believes in you strongly, then yeah, it'd be the next move. But
It's like with
unfortunately,
Pep with Foden, I guess.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
true.
key.
That's true.
If you have a manager's there, he wants you now, and then the next manager comes in, and all of a sudden he's under pressure to deliver the results. He may not point. He may go for more experienced players than perhaps
Yeah.
say a young player. But to answer the
Mm.
question, Bellingham for sure, he's sure can. There's no reason why he can't develop. Develop. Hopefully, listen. I said this earlier. I hope he comes to the Premier League. I don't want to see him go to another
Real Madrid.
European side. I think here in England will be a really good. Listen, any of those teams will benefit. Chelsea, Arsenal,
Mm.
Man United, Man City, Liverpool. I would include that. We need an attacking midfielder, big time. Do I
Oh
see him
yeah.
coming at
Yeah.
Spurs? No, I don't, because
No.
I just think we're not on the same wavelength as. Listen, we said we're not
Yeah.
going to talk about Tottenham, and there's a million reasons why I wouldn't personally advise him to come to Spurs.
You will
Um,
come first.
Mr. Levy.
yeah.
Yeah. We
But
wait.
yeah,
We
no.
ain't doing anything.
Who else, guys? Who else can we think of?
Osimhen.
Young.
I like Osherman a lot. I think he's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Rob
But
Belcher says
he's if outside of for me, Odegaard could be a really, really good, really good.
Mm.
Alvarez, I think Alvarez can be a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And big up
Odegaard
to
could be
Jacob,
world
big
class.
up, big up. Thanks for being on. Right.
Ballon
And of
d'Or.
course, Bob
Big up
saying
to
this,
him.
right? Yeah, Bob saying this, although I don't want him to go. How many Ballon d'Ors would Kane have won if he had moved to Madrid or Bayern? Somewhere.
7 or 8.
At least one. At least
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
At least minimum. I think he would have got one at the very minimum. I think he would have been there already because you'd have obviously the club that you play for, the political side of it definitely comes into it. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah.
And Benzema just got one as well. Listen, I think he would have had at least one.
That's true.
Lewandowski though he hasn't won one. So
Yeah.
incredibly, he deserved one. I think.
Yeah. But the problem is that you're competing with Ronaldo and Messi, right? They
Yeah,
dominated.
yeah.
They dominated the last 20 years of the Ballon d'Or. So,
Agreed. Some great players.
yeah, that's true. Right. But did Modric win one?
Yes.
Yeah,
won
he
it.
did. Yeah,
He did.
He won it. Yeah. Modric has been class for how many years though?
My God, he's 37, right?
He was class in the World Cup. Just finishing Qatar. He was brilliant for them.
Mhm.
Just levels, man. There's players that hit some incredible
So
levels
my question is that do you think Bellingham will be able to replace Modric?
at Madrid.
Yeah.
I say when you say replace Modric, if you look at it that way, I mean that's a job and a half. What you can do, you got a player that can. It's a difference for me. Bellingham's a different player to Modric.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah,
different.
not as creative, you know. But maybe he could
Yeah.
develop into something like that because he's still young, right?
Yeah, for me, a different type of player.
Mm.
Different. Modric is more of a playmaker. It's like a deep line playmaker. Well, now in his latter years, he was always that player in midfield that kind of just had in even though they were different players, but I'm talking about the vision and playmaking like Pirlo. He's more that closer to that sort of player than perhaps what Bellingham is at the moment.
That's true. That's true. And Bobby
Listen, I agree with you, Bob. I think he would have done. I just think he doesn't play for a good enough team. I really do.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it, man. We have to be honest and say, as Spurs fans, he deserves for the quality that he is. He should be playing in a better standard team.
That's
There's
true.
no wrong in saying that.
Yeah. Imagine you're a top scorer for your own club, you're top scorer for your own country, and you still won nothing.
The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. As the saying goes.
Yeah.
Numbers are not really a lie.
Yeah, what I always say is that right? Kane, Shearer, Rooney. That order. Yours?
yeah,
Kane, Shearer, Rooney.
probably the same.
Yeah, we are Spurs fans. We're biased, so of course we'll say that.
England are not losing. They're 2-0 up. They're winning 2-0.
Yeah, up 2-0.
Kane scored the first goal, and Saka scored the second. Really good goal by Saka today.
Yeah, England are not losing, bro.
They're comfortable. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because your favorite player, Harry Winks, is not playing.
Harry Winks. He's
yeah. Elias, your favorite player, Eric Dyer, isn't playing.
At least he's a sub. What's
the story with that? Are these guys joking, or is he really your favorite player?
Of course,
Is he still your favorite player? Like,
no, my favorite is Son.
Oh, he changed from Dyer. Oh, okay.
It's been a long time. I know Son, like when he won that Asian trophy back in 2016 or 17. Since then, I just love Son.
Yeah. Winning 7-1, ain't it? Nah, can't tell. To tell the truth, England is England. The game is just going on, like what Has was saying. It's always boring, right? Then all of a sudden it'll be like 2 goals in 5 minutes, then you're 4-0 up. But to tell the truth, like, you can see the quality is totally different there, right? And what Iggy has been saying is that this bunch of guys have been, the guys have been there playing with each other for so many years. I guess there's an
England are a good
understanding.
side, man. They're a good side.
Yeah.
Do they have enough to go over the line? I said earlier, do they have enough about them to go and win a competition? I think this is where the only thing that's missing, in my opinion, is just a little bit of good fortune. I think that you have to say every team at some point before they go on to triumph, there's always that one game when you think, you know what,
Oh,
that.
please, bro. Against
But
Granada.
the coach plays a massive part to bring in
Yeah.
that last step, and I
Do you
think that's where
think
they're
if they had
at.
a better manager,
I
they
think
just
that's
won?
true, Iggy. You need fortune also on your side.
I think there's key moments in the competition when you think, you know, let me give you an example. Like when Italy from my nation won in 2006, there's no two ways about it. We had a good fortune. We went down to 10 men against Australia in the knockout rounds, and
Yeah.
and we got a penalty where to this day is very dubious one, very dubious penalty when Totti scored, and then from then
Yeah.
on. That was probably one game when you thought, you know what, if Italy were going to go out, that should have been the one. And the Australians to this day are you know, they're incensed by that decision. But like I said, there will always be a competition when you look at the winners. Look at Argentina in the World Cup. You know that game against Saudi Arabia. Is it Saudi Arabia in the group stages?
They lost.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They lost that one, and they've probably got a little bit good fortune again.
I think Holland was that game for them.
For
though.
me, Holland, you can think. What about Poland? That penalty that they got against Chesney, where he's come out and and they gave a penalty for that. There's so many moments that you can pick. And against Saudi Arabia, that whole team were absolutely lambasted by the whole nation. They were calling them disgrace. So
Maybe that's what we
what
should do to Spurs players. Maybe we'll make them play better. Cool disgrace.
I think with England, because they don't have, you know, like Argentina, they've won a Copa America. They delivered, you know, a trophy here, trophy there, but England have not done that. So I think Euros next year would be a good stepping stone leading up to the World Cup. But like I said, this is going to be their fourth attempt under this manager. For me, they should have got rid after the Euros. They should have given someone else a chance last year in Qatar,
Oh,
and again, you know, for this Euro. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's learned his lesson. Who knows?
who would you put in charge of England then? They're going to want an English manager.
English manager.
Yeah.
There aren't
That's the
any.
problem.
There
There's
aren't
no
any
one
English
England.
manager.
Eddie
Has to be-
Howe.
Has
Steven
to be
Gerrard.
somebody else. Has to be someone else. Like
Frank
a
Lampard.
young.
I don't think anyone
No,
like that
not-
would
not
do
Lampard,
well.
not
I've got to
Lampard.
be honest. Steve
I think
Cooper
Gerrard
is
will do
English.
well.
Steve Cooper's English, right?
Steven Gerrard.
Steve Cooper, I said.
Oh,
Steve Cooper. Yeah, and Bob was asking, has anyone discussed how plop Modric looks today?
Bro.
Penalty?
Even Malinowski still. He's. Yeah,
Malinowski
I'm
got the
gutted.
yellow
I'm
card.
gutted that we never signed him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gutted that we
Where did he go again in the end?
Marseille
Marseille.
for like next to nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't expensive.
The one that pisses me off the most is Trossard. That's
Oh,
'cause
that
I
was
really wanted Trossard.
Never
I
really went for him
wanted.
though, did we?
No, but
What
the thing-
about this guy on the ball, Madison? You know,
Yeah, he's another one.
What's he could be got as well. I think he's
If you
looking
pay
to
the
move.
money, you can get him.
No, the thing is that, you know,
Oh, Saka.
we bid 12 million pounds on the
That's what
25
I'm
million
saying.
pound.
12
That is
million for Trossard. Like, it's nothing.
disrespectful.
It is. I agree. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's why I had to tell you the truth, right? I think all the chairmen in the Premier League hate you know who. Right?
I don't blame them though. I mean, like,
Yeah. That's the sad part. Butterfly tattoo looks cool.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Somebody got a yellow card, and I think we have a penalty.
Nah, there's no
It's a
penalty.
free kick. It's a free kick. It's a free kick.
Free kick on outside. Malinowski got a yellow card. Yeah. And it's like
But
a
Ukraine,
sky goal.
were they ever
Yeah,
like a
it's a
really
terrible
top
free kick that
footballing
followed.
nation? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
when they have Shevchenko and Rebrov.
I would
Yeah.
love Madison to take it, not Saka. I think Madison can curl it in.
But Madison put a shot one to Saka. That's the thing. Well, I said it's a comfortable 2-0, right? And then
Yeah.
Very, very comfortable. Ukraine have not. They've not come
threatened at
out
all.
in the manner that
Yeah.
I thought they would in the first sort of 15 minutes.
Give a foul for
No.
that, really.
Yeah, it was a foul. It was a foul. It was a foul. I think
Oh,
it was.
such a bad try.
Yep.
I think it was a foul. I think it was a foul. 345 passes Ukraine, 462 England. So they're quite comfortable, man. Not really
Yeah.
much one can add.
I mean, Ukraine hasn't had a shot. I can remember.
No, the goalkeeper. No, you're right. Pickford have had nothing to do.
Yeah.
England, I think now are pushing on for a third to try and just kill off this game.
It's a foul.
Italy
it was
is
a
playing
foul.
Malta tonight.
Oh yeah, Scott already wound it up Iggy earlier.
I agree, Bob. I think he's quality. I still
Mhm.
think Carl Walker is definitely one of the best ones about.
We never really replaced
Yeah.
him. I know we got Porro now, but
Yeah.
He would go down.
4
As
years too late, right?
I think he will go. He will go as an England attacking. He will go down as an England great. Sorry, as one of the best right backs in the league, in the Premier League, because he moved to Man City.
if he stayed at Tottenham.
If he stayed at Tottenham, I don't think he'd be that.
No.
Just as we say that, he absolutely got skinned.
Commentator's curse, as they say, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And what's the story about all that indecent exposure shit by Walker?
Oh,
yeah. Ever so often, something in England happens. Apparently, he was at a nightclub and he exposed himself to someone there, or I don't really know this story, but it won't be the first time that's happened, and it's not gonna be the last.
That
These
COVID
footballers get away
party
with anything,
scandal.
really. It's just like these footballers get away with so much.
Is it that COVID party scandal of Kyle Walker?
Oh no, not a COVID party scandal. Recently, he's been called up for something he did in a bar or something, right?
Yeah, it was like a pub or something.
Bar, nightclub, pub, whatever. Just
it was in a pub.
My question was he doing in a pub, bar, club, or thing?
Of course, he's young. Anybody can go there.
Drinking often leads you to do stupid things that you wouldn't do.
No, that's why.
You wouldn't do if you're sober.
Don't you remember, like Ledley King apparently was known for it.
Who?
For what?
Ledley
Exposing
King.
himself?
No, just getting really drunk.
Getting drunk.
Getting drunk. Yeah.
There's pictures
Those
of
were
it,
the days. I used to get really drunk too, right? Long time ago.
Listen, you make stupid
Those were the
decisions
days,
when you're
right?
drunk.
Yeah, you do make
those
stupid
were the
decisions.
days. Of course, when you're drunk, you don't make stupid decisions. You just don't know what you're doing.
You're not in control of yourself, so you come out with stuff that you wouldn't normally do when you're sober. Exposing yourself is one of those things.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
Oh,
I think I've only been to like those kind of parties twice in my life, but
twice. Oh.
yeah, just twice.
Elias, not enough. You got to do it more.
Elias, did you go to university? I don't know how old you are. Sorry, I don't know. Did you go to
No.
university?
That was back in back in my wild days. But the last one was
Twice is wild.
Twice is not wild. I used to go out every
I used to do it. I used to do it Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays. Maybe rest on Sunday.
Yeah,
then,
that's what it was like. Yeah.
And then
if you want to call recovery rest, recovery is just like you just completely been out of you sleeping the whole day. You can call that recovery.
Yeah, sleep the whole day.
Rest.
Yeah, that's recovery. I'd rather do that than go for a party.
You're giving your kidneys a breather.
Yeah,
that's what's happening on Sunday.
It comes to Spurs, you have plenty to do. Yeah.
But university.
Oh, university! I was out drinking all the time.
Drunken there isn't. You get your Monday night specials where everybody's is half price, or get 1 for 2, or get 2 for 1. Sorry.
When we were over here, Wednesday night were ladies' night.
Or something, was it?
Then you have cocktail hour. Then you have
Yeah, happy hour.
after
yeah.
happy hour. My
Happy
God,
hour.
there was always an excuse to get drunk.
Yeah. Ladies' night, happy hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. This is what I'm saying. So, university, you probably struggle to remember the times that you were sober.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But also, I say that because there's a lot of people you're under so much stress when you're at university, so you probably de-stress a little bit by drinking. Also,
True.
it's just part of that.
Lifestyle.
It's
isn't it?
part
Yeah.
of lifestyle. Then obviously, then all responsibility comes further ahead. So
Yeah.
there's that stuff.
And Iggy, you must always remember, right? If you're in Asia, right, drinking is part of the business culture too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What age?
not just
What
in
age?
Asia,
What
it's
age limit do you
everywhere.
have there? What's the
21,
age
21.
limit? 21.
Okay. No, in the earlier stages of when if you're talking in the 90s and early 2000s, right? 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, in Malaysia, the drinking age was 18. Same like the
Yeah.
UK.
Same,
Legal,
yeah.
right? Same like the UK. But now they've raised it to 21.
Wow.
It's
So
good.
you've
How
got
do
more,
students live
more like
then? They don't
America.
drink.
Yeah.
Oh, they drink. They drink. I have. I
Secret.
But
used to drink.
they still drink,
Yeah.
right? You still can go out drinking. You're 16. They
Yep.
just
In
don't drink.
Cyprus, I
I
mean,
have-
people started drinking at like
Legally, they legally say 18, but let's be honest. People
Yeah,
start
nobody
drinking
drinks
at
everyone's had a
16.
bit before they were
16
18.
already.
Yeah,
16
yeah,
already
Yeah.
16.
happens.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
I
look,
had.
Bob, you naughty
had-
man, naughty man.
I
Yeah,
had
Bobby's
students
always
in
naughty.
my in
Yeah.
15
Yeah,
or
Bobby
16.
says, first time I mean, like that's looking for any leftovers to pick them.
You
Yeah,
bad man.
yeah,
At
leftovers.
least he was honest about it, though.
Yeah.
Is Mrs. Bobspur watching it?
Right. But
78
but
minutes,
now
2-0.
Oh, who's coming?
Oh,
Still
so, Ivan Tony is getting ready to come on, guys.
for Hurricane,
Well, 78 minutes.
I forgot this one. Yeah.
You know what?
Ivan
If Kane
Toney,
goes, he's probably gonna be our replacement.
number 19.
Eugene, which bars you used to go when you were young? What, the Bukit Bintang ones or the?
When I was young, my God, if I
Yeah.
tell you the name of the clubs and the bars I go to, you won't know. I used to go to Riverbank. I used to go to Scandals. It was Rumors, Club Oz,
Bukit
Hollywood,
Bintang area? Bukit Bintang or Montreal side?
Bintang area, Jalan Ampang area, all over the areas, right? Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Never ending. Then that was one phase. Then there was a second phase when we went into the EDM phase, right? And that one, I don't want to talk about the EDM phase. It's illegal to talk about the EDM phase.
Okay. There was one at the lot 10 as well, right? That is now closed. That used to be a really wild one apparently.
No, that's way after my time, really. Yeah. Okay, I got to put this up now. I forgot to put this up. Yes.
Nothing's changed.
Just to remind everyone, right? Yeah, that's why nobody's asking.
We're still watching England. We are still watching them. We're just waiting for something to.
Eric Dyer is coming on, I think.
Really?
What?
No,
I think
he's
so.
not. He's kidding you guys. He's kidding.
They're gonna lose 2. It's gonna be 2-2 by the end of the game. Then. The Die Cup.
But we're 79 minutes, guys. 80 minutes, and we're just now making a first substitution. One.
Yeah.
It's
And
incredible.
people,
Kane.
say,
I assume it's for
and
Kane.
people say Conte makes
Harry
a
Kane.
substitution
Harry Kane
today.
is the man to come off to make way for Ivan Toney. 80
Battery
minutes.
supply is coming on. Yeah. Battery
So
supply.
we're safe. Harry is safe. He's going to be back to Spurs. No injury to
International break
Eugene,
doesn't end until like the
Eugene,
3rd of April or something, bruh.
Eugene,
Is it the 1st of
Eugene.
April it ends? the
Yes,
international
LS.
break?
What?
Can I time out Jacob for saying US anti-salmon?
Why? Let him say what he wants to say.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Let him say what he say. You can say
Just
7.
kidding.
Can say
Just
17.
kidding. I'm not gonna time out people for that, but just.
Yeah.
But Jacob, you gotta stop lah.
What's it to this UNT7? What happened?
They beat Granada 7-1 the other day, so he's now.
Okay. He's happy. Let him be.
Granada. I didn't even know they were even a country.
Granada.
Isn't
Are
it
they even a
somewhere near
country?
Spain, right? Is it an island in Spain or something?
No. Granada is an island in the Pacific.
Caribbean.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know they had a
Caribbean,
football team.
Granada is a country.
Their
know
total
that.
area is
You're talking about
344
Granada,
kilometers
not
square.
Granada.
Oh, I'm
Not
thinking of
Grenada.
something.
We're talking about Granada, not Grenada.
Grenade.
Grenada, something
Granada,
like that.
yeah. Oh, at least Ivan Toney's coming on. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
He's only giving him 10 minutes.
No, let's see what
And
he can
no,
do.
no other subs. He could have made 2 or 3 subs. I think
He's
he
been
could have made a
stingy,
couple
I
of
think.
subs more.
I think he
give
could
up.
be our Kane replacement.
It's a
Kane goes.
comfortable game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought he would make more substitutions.
Oh, come
yeah.
on, mate.
Maybe later.
And some stupid still think that Conte makes his subs late.
I think Spurs
Yeah.
managers always make their subs late. I remember.
Yeah,
apart from
all the
Mourinho-
elite managers make their subs late. So yeah, I mean, there's
But
Apart
this
from
is a
Mourinho,
comfortable game,
Mourinho
right?
should
There's
take players
nothing
off
to
for half
change.
time. I remember.
There's nothing to chase. There's nothing to. And the time just went by like that while we were talking about what? Clubbing?
Yeah. Grealish is coming on.
Grealish is the next one. Looks like.
Or
Both from
Madison.
and Dyer will be the next one.
My guess would be it's coming off Madison.
Oh, nice try.
Zinchenko is playing on the right.
Yeah.
Actually, I like Grealish to a certain extent.
We nearly signed him.
We could have signed him 5 years ago. Would have, should have.
I think Pep has just spoiled him, to be honest.
We haggled, didn't we?
Yeah, over like 5 million or something.
Nah, Levy was just pure evil. He tried to take advantage of Villa, offered £8 million when they were in shit.
Plus,
Then
what it-
the new
4 million
when
plus
the
Josh Onuma or something, wasn't that the
Yeah.
opening bid?
Yeah.
Plus Josh Onuma on
And then when
loan,
the new owners came in, they raised it to what? 20, 25?
30 million. I think,
Oh
30
my
million.
word. Madison missed a chance.
Yeah.
Harry.
But Madison is
Maguire.
coming off.
Harry Maguire.
And how is Maguire still there? That's my question.
Southgate is his favourites then, I guess, because of Maguire. I don't know.
Yeah. But somehow another Maguire does perform a bit better when he's playing for England, right? A bit
Has
better.
he played with Dyer? Have they played together?
Who does
really?
Dyer?
Maguire and Dyer together? That would be fun.
I love it. I'd love it.
Oh my god.
That would be fun, right? To watch.
Mac Dyer. I'll call it Mac Dyer.
I'd love to play against them together. That'd be quite fun.
Yep. Rob
Either
Belcher,
McDyer
right,
or
really
Dyer.
get away. Hmm.
Grealish and who's that guy? Oh, is it Gallagher? Is it Gallagher?
Conor Gallagher?
Yeah, I think so.
So Bellingham is coming off?
Madison.
I think Madison
Madison's
because
come off.
he's an attacking mid. Gallagher is an attacking mid.
I think
Is it a
Stones is good. He's always really stable, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. So this is
I love
Stones and
Stones.
Maguire, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Stones is a bit underrated. I don't think he'll do well at City.
He
but
is-
actually
he's
done really
underrated.
Yeah,
well.
I think he's
Yeah.
good. Mhm.
Yeah.
Stones is
Yeah.
good.
Is
Size
he
of
playing
Burnley
quite
changes
often for
company.
Man City nowadays, right?
Yeah, he is.
Conor Gallagher.
Bellingham's coming on.
Bellingham's come off.
Yeah.
Is there any chance Bellingham might go to Man City? Just asking.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. How about Chelsea? Chelsea can just spend the money.
Gallagher.
I don't think he'll go to Chelsea because
Gallagher
he
for-
won Champions League football.
Madison, yeah.
I think Gallagher will go and play in midfield, and then Grealish will play on the left where Madison
Yep.
was. Yeah.
Oh, it's a straight swap, right?
Yeah, it's all straight swaps. But look at the attacking options, or look at the options that they have. It's incredible.
Sterling as well. You got,
Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's the point if he says
Yeah.
Dyer to Burnley in exchange for Vincent
you know,
Company?
the company talk is actually real. Like, because one of my friends saw him at the stadium like a few matches ago. Yeah, company. He came to watch the game. I don't know why, but we didn't know at the time. And then obviously reports come out that we're actually interested in company. Yeah.
Seriously. Okay.
Yeah, he came to watch the Spurs game. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Gallagher also. Yep, Gallagher is coming on.
Okay,
too,
Madison
yeah.
is going out. I think he's making the way for.
Stones is good. You're wearing a helmet.
know
and
anyone
your name
is
is
for it.
Forrest. Okay.
Okay, since we were talking about clubs and pubs, actually Grealish party like really crazy. If you
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
him on Insta, he's a crazy party guy.
Oh, oh.
Oh, Gallagher nearly made it 3 on his first touch.
What
Oh
do you
dear.
guys think of Gallagher? Because he's not getting a lot of minutes at
Good
Chelsea.
player.
Underrated.
Good player.
Yeah. He did very well when he was with
Mate, you
Crystal
should have
Palace.
stayed at.
Right?
The thing is, I know he was on loan at Palace. I know
He
that.
should have
I think he
stayed
played
on,
well.
really.
But, yeah.
I think he should have stayed on.
Chelsea, do you see what I'm talking about development? You see how quickly that his development stopped by going back to
Yeah.
Chelsea. Chelsea signed 150 players. Where's he gonna get? Where's he gonna get?
150 players.
Yeah, where they gonna get the time for him? He needs to go back out on loan. Go to a team where he's gonna get the space.
Oh,
Maguire, no.
Grealish.
Oh.
Young players need time, they need patience, and they need to play. The only way they're going to learn is by playing, by making mistakes when they're playing, and by not being punished for making those mistakes, because it's all part of their development, it's all part of their growth. And if you stop that growth, then they lose themselves. And what's happened Gallagher this season at Chelsea with them with them signing hundreds of players in the position that he plays in, is that he's been limited in the game time, and that
It's like
growth has stopped.
Enzo, wasn't it? It's like Enzo and
Yes,
And
him and the
Fernandes,
rest,
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
rest. So he needs to go back out.
Oh.
He needs to go back out on loan, perhaps, or maybe
My
move.
word.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
missing chances there. You're looking at the Gallagher one, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
two times by Gallagher, yeah.
Okay, he needs to go to a team where he's going to get some time and some
Minutes,
freedom, some
yeah.
space. This is why I said earlier on about Bellingham. The next move is key, but it's not just about moving to a team where it's going to, get the trophies are going to come because he's going to join a very good team. But it's the role that he has within that team that's the most important part, and that's where his advisors and everybody that around him have got to make him the right moves, not just for the money.
Okay,
he-
okay.
for
What's the point,
his
FC? No chat like that, please, right? What's the point, FC?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, yeah. Please. No one has scored yet. What's the point, FC? All right. Please remove that statement that you have there, and not I have to do it for you.
Which statement? Oh, okay, that one.
But I think also with young players at clubs, it's very hard because there's obviously the manager's under pressure to get results, and then you kind of can't always rely on young players to get results because they're inexperienced. So, like Man City have done it the right way because they have all these quality players and then they develop some players around them. But problem at Tottenham is we're going completely the other way. We just want to sign young players and play only young players. So yeah.
Yeah. It's been retracted. Yeah.
Please remove it. Yeah. You know, I will
Yeah.
have to.
Already done. It's done.
Okay. Please retract that one. Yeah. Right. Because how do I can't, I don't know. I only can block.
Yeah.
I
It's been
think
hidden. It's
to
been hidden. It's been
what's the
hidden.
point? I think there are better analogies that you can use than that
No,
one.
actually,
there, my
don't worry. YouTube has a system, like let's say if it's that sort of a comment, they won't display it in the public chat. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there's much more better analogies you can use than that.
Yeah. All right.
Footballing ones as well.
Yeah. Nah, but the thing is that okay, let's say you got all these young players, right? They need to go and play in teams where they need time to develop, right, and to actually get game time, right, guys? Where will you think like a player like Gallagher should go? Because we don't talk about Bellingham. Bellingham is a different level. Gallagher, where should he go?
Listen,
Right?
he can go to any of those. Brighton would probably be a really good move for him. Any Brentford, anywhere they suit his style of football. First and foremost, the manager believes in the player enough to give him the opportunities where he can make mistakes, but will continue to be part of that team regardless. Listen, even our team. But I think even with us, he would do well. I think any of that team between 4th, 7th, 8th place, that level, I think it's that you've got the first 4 or 5 teams, and then you've got the second bracket of that. For me, anywhere along that Europa level, I think he would do really well there. for the next
Mhm.
couple of years at least, whilst he develops, and then push on to become.
If you look at Cole Walker, he had like
Look
two
at
or
him
three
go
like-
here. The freedom he's got. If he plays it, he should have played it in. It took too long.
Oh,
Too long.
Tony was in eighth.
Mm.
He took he what happened, that ball he gave to Grealish, you'll see in a sec. He gave it to him and Grealish had to stop his run
Yeah.
instead of actually giving it to him whilst it's in full flow. Then Grealish has got the option to take it on himself or to play one of the two forward, Tony or Saka, and you'll see that in a second, guys. But
Mhm.
I
Well,
just
Brian
think
really should have scored that
I
last
just think
chance,
by
though.
giving it as late as he did, it stopped the flow of the move. By the way, what's the story with this football socks where they got holes at the back of their calves? A lot of the players cut.
Oh,
I noticed that too. I thought it was because they fell, but is it on purpose?
No,
They
they there's some purpose.
Yeah,
they
because what it
cut-
is, when
they-
you play a
they
lot of
cut.
football, it happens, because I play a lot of football, and I've noticed a lot of my socks have holes at the back of them.
But no,
So
but
I think they're doing it on purpose now, so they'd avoid
no,
that.
but these are deliberately cut. They don't get
Yeah.
old football socks. They get brand new ones every time they go out to play. They wear
Yeah.
brand new shirt. They wear brand. I think they deliberately cut around it. I wonder if it's to do with releasing pressure off the muscle. Maybe the
yeah.
the
I,
compression
I
of
think
the
it
socks.
is.
Maybe that.
Maybe the socks around the legs are too tight, and they look. You can see like
Yeah,
Gallagher's got them
Gallagher.
there now. He's deliberately cut around that. Maybe it's just to release pressure. I don't know.
Maybe certain players need that, right? Certain players.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually going to Google it.
That's really interesting. I didn't know
It's,
that was
it's one of those things where I've never cared
Hey,
enough to
guys,
ask.
Jordan Henderson is playing 90 minutes.
Yep.
That's a
I like
surprise.
Henderson. I like him. Seems like a leader, you know?
Yeah, he's got the leadership quality.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, he's got the leadership quality.
Okay, players generally cut holes in their socks in order to reduce pressure on the calf muscles, which are
Yeah.
often restricted by the form-fitting, snug nature of the garment. There you go.
Ah, so you were right about that. Mhm.
So, okay,
Thanks,
guys,
sir.
game over. Game over. 2-0.
Game over. 2-0. All
Game
right.
over, yeah.
I think with another few more seconds for us to be game over. Yeah, good,
Quite-
good
quite
game.
good.
I mean,
Congratulations, England.
Well, we won, so yeah.
but it wasn't to say that truly
Comfortable.
impressive kind of a game, right?
Very
But,
comfortable.
yeah, it was a job well done.
Job, yeah.
Job well done, right?
Job done. No
Job-
injuries, most importantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no major injuries to most of the
No
players.
injuries to report on. So,
Luckily,
yeah.
Kane and Dyer not injured.
yeah, Dyer's free of injury.
Free of injury to play in the centre of
Yeah,
defence.
by not playing.
Dyer's free injury to come back to play for us, right? Right.
Yep. Kane is free of injury. Our goalkeeper didn't play.
Yeah,
I'll go-
England,
Ben
6
Foster was
points.
in there.
So wait, is it actually Italy Malta tonight? I can't.
Italy, Malta,
Italy
yes.
and
It's,
Malta,
it's in the next 45 minutes. They're playing at 7:45.
Is it
Our
at,
time,
in
so-
Italy? Is it in Italy?
No, they played in Malta.
Oh.
Oh, that means Italy's playing away
Yeah,
then,
they-
Iggy.
They're kicking off. They're kicking off in 45 minutes.
Might be
Yeah.
on TV.
How do you feel about the game? Are you confident? Malta.
Well, listen, you can never, but it should be.
Liechtenstein 0,
Yeah.
Iceland 7. What the hell?
Italy should win tonight. I expect. I mean, if we can't win tonight, then what's
something
the
wrong.
point? What is really the point?
Yeah.
I expect Italy to win tonight. We need the points as well, so it's not on the
Turkey
back
beat
of that
Armenia.
England defeat.
Scotland beat Cyprus 3-0. Oh, great.
Yeah. No, but do you think there'll be a rout there or something, right? Or is it going to be a tight
I hope
game?
so. I hope so. We can do with a 3-4-0 win.
Well, Greece
Yeah,
won
well-
3-0 at Gibraltar.
Yeah, I think I'd expect 3-0, 4-0. I say expect. One should never expect, but
Iceland won 7-0.
yeah,
That's crazy.
America put 7 past Grenada.
Yeah.
So anything is possible.
Tell me about it.
Turkey,
Yeah,
Croatia.
we know.
or
We
Turkey,
know.
Croatia.
We know. Yeah,
That's an
we heard
interesting
about
game, actually. Turkey, Croatia on Tuesday. Oh.
it. Ah,
There's some good games coming up. Good games.
yeah. Okay, that means that if we replayed our 2 games now, right, the players are going back to the clubs.
Yes. Yeah, there's no other games. I don't believe England have got any more games this week.
No,
No.
they don't.
No, they go back. They'll probably get given a day off tomorrow, Monday, and then
Mhm.
return to their teams on Tuesday.
When is Romero coming back?
wants to, I guess.
Probably Friday night.
Okay.
Probably next Friday
They've
night.
got like a week before the game.
I'm kidding. It's not true. I don't know when Argentina are next playing. Let's have a look.
They are playing tomorrow. They are playing tomorrow. So probably.
Yeah,
So
most of our team will be
probably
back.
Wednesday. Probably back on training Wednesday.
So I think by Thursday our full team should be back, right?
Yeah.
We're playing on a Monday night anyway.
Yeah, we
so
are playing on a Monday night.
Yeah,
not
so
a
it's
against
fine. I
Sean
don't think
Dyche
it's
away from home.
Yeah, so
Everton, it's not going to be easy that game.
So
They're gonna
the
kill- they're gonna
South
kill us, I
Americans, the South Americans should be back by Wednesday, and I reckon Wednesday, Thursday, and I think that these guys tonight,
Wow,
England,
when is Sonny coming back? Yeah,
Sonny.
Sonny's in Asia.
South Korea, when are they playing next?
Yeah. Do you know Guguma?
Tomorrow we're gonna play Uruguay.
Okay, same. I expect all the South Americans, Asian players to be back Wednesday night, Thursday morning
That
training.
should be a good game actually. Korea against
South
Yeah.
Korea, Uruguay. Where are they playing it? Yeah, it's in Seoul. So
Man United hijack Liverpool's move for
yeah, so
Bellingham.
Bentancur. Okay, Bentancur is out
Mind you.
injured. Sorry. Yeah.
He's not. I don't think we'll see Bentancur till next year.
Yeah.
And Decky still play for Sweden, right?
Yeah.
And they lost to who did lose to? They were beaten badly, right? Sweden.
3-0 by Belgium.
Yeah, they lost to
3-0.
Belgium.
Yeah, 3-0 by Belgium.
Yeah, they lost to Belgium.
Lukaku scored 3 goals in that game. Can you imagine?
Yeah, Lukaku scored a hat trick in that game. Yeah, that was great.
So apparently, I was reading that Napoli are going to go for Lukaku if Osimhen leaves.
Let them.
Mm,
As long as
that-
we are not going for him, I'm happy.
We were linked, by the way. If you don't, there was a story by Football Insider saying that he wanted Lukaku and De Vrij, and Levy said no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I read the other day. Yeah.
Levy will say no.
Right, I can believe, but Lukaku, nah.
Yeah. Any news from
Lukaku was
Emerson?
Conte's player though.
Yeah, he went off
Emerson's
leave.
hurt.
Emerson. Any news on Emerson? Went off leave.
He got injured, didn't he?
Did he really?
Yeah, he got injured last night.
Yeah, like I said,
good.
international break breaks us, right? The international
Let him
break.
stay injured till the end of the season.
Oh,
No.
Let's see what happens. But guys, it's 2 a.m. in Malaysia, right? We just done the
Okay.
England match along with Iggy, Guguma, Has, and of course,
See you later,
Yeah.
guys.
earlier with Ben was on too, right? Let me go through the chats, right? We got the Rob Belcher, Guguma, Lisa, what's the point? FC, right? Rob Belcher again. And of course, Jacob, Bobby put in a lot of questions for us to pass our time during the game, right?
oh
Mark
no!
Prison,
Greece in the same group as France. Oh.
Greece, of course, in the same group, France, right? Bob Spur,
And Netherlands
right.
as well. Oh my God.
Yeah. Elias is here too. Who else do we have? What else do we have in the chats? Scott M. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say big up to Scott M too. He joined us earlier, right? And Alexander Hilton, Steak, thanks for being on. Who else do we have?
Orest,
Steak.
big up
Rito.
Orest.
Ores too. Yeah, Ores. Big up to Ores. Strasbourg, Ores. Big up, guys. Big up. Thanks for being on. Yeah. Big up, mate. Big up, Ores. Who else? We have some people still in the chats listening to us, watching us, right? Going through this England game. Reloads, yeah, and of course Divi. Big up to Divi, right? Ben Kaufman was here earlier. Thank you, Ben. Right. Who else do we have? Do I miss anyone? Alvin Ching, right?
Alvin Ching. Oh, you just got
Alvin Ching too. And of course Chun Yao. Thanks, Chun Yao. Ian Math. Right, big up to Ian
Eva
Math.
Man.
Yeah, Eva Man. Yeah, big up to Eva Man
Lily
too.
White.
Luca.
Ian
Yeah,
Meth.
Luca.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking for him.
Lisa. Who else do we have? Ian Math, Luca. Have I gone through the list yet? Have I gone through all the guys? Who else here?
Reload.
Yeah, we've said reload. Right. Ben Kaufman, reload. Wayne Francois. Yeah, Wayne Francois.
Yeah,
that's a
no
very
international
rare-
till June now. Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
internationals till June.
Yeah, no internationals to June. Yeah, no internationals to June.
France, Greece, and Republic of Ireland,
Yeah.
Greece.
Yeah.
What's
And
happening?
guys, yeah, thanks for being on. Thanks for being on this show. Thanks,
You're
Iggy.
welcome, man.
Right,
Pleasure.
when's your next video coming out, Iggy?
Tottenham away. Tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning UK time. Will be the Tottenham away good morning video, and of course we'll be on live tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. UK time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
your Monday show,
our
right?
Video
morning.
and live stream.
Yeah. And hopefully the weather is fair, right? At least you can do your video outside.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Hailstones the other day in England.
Is Spurs Corner on tonight?
Spurs
No.
Corner. I'm not sure.
They moved it to Thursday, right? Next week.
It's been moved. Yeah, they stopped doing it on a Sunday, so it'll be on.
They stopped doing it on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think Henry couldn't. Or I'm not sure if it was Henry or the boys, or just generally it turned out Sunday night it's just not doable anymore. So I think they're going to move it to a Thursday evening. But yeah, do you know what? It's tough going because it's like 3-4 hour stream.
Yeah, that's
finishing
like
really late. So maybe a Thursday night might suit better for everybody else.
Just before Friday, so you're going on Friday.
And also, let's be honest, what are you going to talk about 3 or 4 hours tonight? At least Thursday, when you go Thursday, it's only a few days away from the Everton game. But now, what we're going to talk about, what we'll be talking about tonight for 3 or 4 hours?
Club it.
Yeah, because to pick up the Daniels.
Not playing.
Club it.
Yeah.
Talk
No,
about
that's why
Julian Nagelsmann.
that's why this watch along, right? No Spurs talk. It went through so nice, so
Absolutely.
smooth.
How nice was it? How nice
Right,
was it? So relaxed.
Yeah,
So
so relaxed. Yeah, right. And Harry, when are you next on?
Well, I should have a video out tomorrow about Nagelsmann,
What?
because I have my thoughts on him.
Okay.
I don't know if people like it or not, but because
It's your thoughts. Never apologize for your thoughts.
And then I think because we play on a Monday night, my next stream will probably be on a Sunday or a Saturday.
Oh, next Sunday, most probably I'll join you on the Sunday night show, right? We'll do a preview,
Sunday.
right?
Yeah, 5 o'clock Sunday.
And by then, it most will be very spicy.
Yeah, Sunday 5 o'clock, because you said the time difference, right, Eugene?
Yeah,
We've
I
been
think
doing
Sunday 5
show
p.m.
now,
Yeah, we'll do a Sunday show. Sunday. Yeah.
I think it's April the 2nd. It'll be April the 2nd.
Yeah.
And I might do a show in between that, my video, and then it depends what happens. If Conte's still here, then there's nothing to talk about, really. So.
Oh, actually, if Conte is still here, there's loads to talk about.
No, I just think what you just talk about. I don't know. I'm kind of the feeling now where it doesn't really matter what manager we get, because as long as Levy's here, they're not going to be able to do their job. So I'm just like,
it is what it is.
Put Mason, the only manager I think, you're going to hate me for this, I've been saying this for ages, who can actually manage rubbish players well is Sean Dyche.
But we're going to get Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is going to Everton, so you're going to leave that out.
Yeah, no, I'm saying we need managers who can manage rubbish players and make them look good. And Sean Dyche took Burnley to Europe. So.
Or we could just get good players.
I know, but I'm just trying to... What situation are we in?
No, I'm not going to go there. Right?
Because I think someone like Nagelsmann, I don't know. It'll be like AVB, I think, for us again.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll have lots of time to talk about that when that comes along.
Let's let Eugene go to bed, man. It's 2 a.m. over
sorry,
there.
mate.
And of course, Elias, when's your next show?
Yeah, I'm doing one tonight. UK time, I think about 1 a.m. around that time.
Oh, I'll be asleep.
1 a.m. UK time. That's about early morning in Malaysian time. Yeah, so most probably I'll be still asleep. Yeah. Right, and anything else? Yeah, I think there's not many shows to hop on to now. Spurs is not on, right? And Guguma, where will we find Guguma? In the chats. Yeah.
In the chat.
Always. Yeah. Right. I do see all your comments, Guguma. I do. I appreciate every single one.
And Guguma is a very big supporter.
Oh, love you, Iggy.
All the channels. Yeah. Big all channels. Thanks you guys for being on. Right.
By the way, guys, I want to say something. Okay, the Spurs Vision is only 20 away from 400. Make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, you are.
20 away. 20 away. All right. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, like the show.
Like, comment,
subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to Tonaway, Elias, Step Up Spurs, and of course, Harry Hesper. Right?
Hesper TV.
All these Hesper TV, right? All these channels, please show your support, right? If you're watching the show later, right? Guys, earphones careful, right? The music's gonna be loud. Oh, and I forgot. And as always, Levy out.